left.
Well, this was a little bit more than 4. And we're live this evening. So cheers to that. I think this is too bright. Bam. You got the dead poop in his house. That's me. I guess I announced myself. Is that like talking in the third person or? And Tater's hard at work, man. This is like a fucking backroom cleanup because you know what's gonna happen. Like, thank goodness, finally, they're gonna work on my burnt house. All this should this be like? No, this is boarded up windows because my fucking house is burnt.
Insurance is finally stepping up.
Yeah, finally they're gonna start the work, and then the fucking deck. Guess what? It's gonna be better. Well, I would say better. I was gonna say like not maybe just not burnt. Let's call it not burnt. You know what I mean? Is it gonna be better? It's gonna be not burnt. Yes.
These ones are already empty.
Papa Herschel's in the house, in the Heezies, and Legendary Gaming also is in the. Motherfucker! You're like a canned rubberneck. You're like a canned rubberneck, dude.
Just making sure I got them all. With this, there's one. I knew there'd be another one lurking.
Oh man.
It could be lurking at Burger King, spitting in your onion rings, in the parking lot, circle and screaming, "I don't give a fuck." Put the windows down.
So yeah, what's up, boys? Yeah, so they're gonna start working on here this week. They said yesterday, and will it happen yesterday or tomorrow?
In that bag, man.
No. There's like barely $5 to be.
Barely.
Cans.
Yeah, probably barely $5. Yeah.
Drinking a few, watching some music videos. Papa Herschel's doing.
See, it smells like apple cider vinegar.
That's rotten beer. You ever go to a cannery where they fucking the recycling depot?
Yeah.
You never been to a recycling depot in your life?
Oh, is that what a cannery is?
Yeah, fucking tin cannery with fucking glasswares.
Sorry, we don't call it a garage, Mr. Fancy Pants. What do you call it? A cow hole.
A carport. A cow hole.
So you go to the cannery and it smells like that?
Oh, big time, dude, but stronger. It's almost like sour like you say, sour apples. Like, you know, that weird sour apple smell. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
man, if animals probably like that shit, man. The coons will probably be down there in the grass tonight, man. Fucking like,
oh yeah,
sucking that right out of the dirt, getting tanked,
getting drunk, and then fucking right out here, and then and I kid you not,
shitting all over your doorstep.
Last stream, I think we were trying to show with the camera, but I don't think it shows very well. But I'm pretty sure fucking big old mama's pregnant again. She looked hefty.
Yeah, she was a big one. Yeah.
She looked way hefty. I think she's about to give.
Probably, man. Don't think it. Yeah, probably.
Man, they
got nonstop food, man, and they got a house, man. They can raise as many.
It's like a 6-bedroom, 2 bathrooms up there. Like, you know,
the raccoons that don't have to live outside in the winter, man. They're definitely having litters whenever litters.
They're comfortable.
There's a bunch of them in there.
They're comfortable enough to drop another litter of those little critters. You know what I mean? And
they killed something out there hard the other night.
Oh, you keep talking about that.
Man, Paul heard it, man.
That violent. It was violent,
man. The bushes went crazy, man, and then something squealed like it was getting ripped apart, man. So it was like definitely a raccoon killing a wharf rat. I don't know what other 2 animals around here that could happen with.
The raccoons will have a new deck to pop on. To poop on, yeah.
Maybe a cat.
Although, I knew how to get rid of these raccoon poops early, and it's like, no, I mean in the sense for them not to come back. Is if they poop in a spot, they tend to re-poop in that same spot. So if I would have like bleached the area real good and this and that, I could have they could have not came back that so many times. You know what I mean?
They couldn't have not came back so many times, maybe.
But at the same time,
it's triple negative.
I didn't mind because you know the more angry poop videos, the better. Really, realistically. Realistically, and I'm at like I don't know seven angry poop videos of these raccoons shitting on my deck right here, right on my doorstep. I stepped in a couple of them. Are there a lot of raccoons in St. John area?
Yeah.
Or are they just all by your house?
No, there's a lot around.
Yes,
they're in packs in different areas.
Every neighborhood's got its own little clan to deal with, perhaps, but
my house has a bunch up around there because everybody it's like an area where everybody puts their garbage out, man. And I think there's a couple different days, man, and they just they'll like jump right in those green bins and eat your garbage, man. They do it to my neighbor all the time.
This ain't Mario Kart. You're not winning the high school.
I put cinder blocks
you're not winning the high
get in the cinder blocks, man. But I've seen them fucking using like tag teaming to get into these green bins.
Oh man, raccoons are smart. I built 3 unsuccessful garbage bins.
Oh, they can get in anything, and they can pick locks better than I can.
Exactly, they can. They can.
They're like, fuck picking a lock, I'll just chew a hole in the side.
Yeah. Man, they did that with this one.
Yeah, you got to get one of those plastic ones, like same as rats, man. They'll chew a hole in the side, man. My buddy had one of those wooden. He made a wooden one, man. It was awesome, man. It was like a giant one with the big fucking hinge lid on it and stuff. And one day he opened it up, and there was like a whole fucking rat fucking family in there, man.
Oh, yeah, just living.
Yeah, they were living underneath of his garage. It was one of the most disgusting things ever. I walked out of his garage one time and looked down at the corner, man, and I seen his head sticking out from under the garage. I was like, yeah, I'm not coming back here until you get this shit under control.
Legendary Gaming says he has a clan of street cats in his neighborhood.
Yeah, we got a bunch of them too, man.
Like we have quite a few street. Well, not quite a few.
Norm limited the ones on the west side.
Right here, there's about
I own two street cats, man, that were like taken away from a guy, man, who used to be like the bad guy and like not bad, but as a cat owner, he would get like 15 cats, let them all outside. They'd all have babies.
Norm. They know who Norm is.
Yeah, you guys know who Norm is, man. Well, every 4 months, man, the SPCA will fucking just go in there and take all of his cats or whatever because he's not really a good cat owner. It's like the worst thing for these cats. So then they take them and then people adopt them and stuff. I've already adopted 2 of his cats. But now they've ripped his trailer down, condemned it, man. He ain't having no more cats. I think he's living in the woods now. Probably down the rape trail. Every morning, man, you see him walking up from there, man, by Sims Corner, man, like 6.
I heard also he could be living down there. I think
he's down there, man.
That'd be a great summer cottage. That'd be a great summer cottage area for him for now in the summer. But come the winter, like where's he gonna hunker down?
Hey man, all that dense trees might keep some of the snow off some areas.
You can't survive there.
Igloos, man. Don't tell them.
Igloos.
You're telling me, man, homeless people can't survive in the winter, man? Homeless people in the city, man. I've seen homeless people that slept in bus stops, man. When I used to go to community college, I used to give them winter coats and stuff, man. They'd literally be in the bus stop sleeping in the morning when you'd walk in there, man, like looking like they're dying, and you're like, well, fuck. Here, man. I don't need that shit.
No, I'm just hoping they have a better. They have a better winter.
Is what I'm saying. Plan. It gets down to minus 40 degrees Celsius, and that's the same in Fahrenheit. So it's minus 40 degrees Fahrenheit, man. Like on the coldest days here with the wind chill, they can get to minus 40. It's possible.
See, I'd find
minus 38 is likely, but it's exact same in Fahrenheit.
Or a bunker or something like that. Like, you know, I mean,
they just need the wind blocked out, man. They'll sleep in. You know the at the top of King Street, man, where that fucking bank is. There's that little alcove in there.
Yeah.
Man, they'll sleep in there, man. I mean, like they'll sleep in all kinds of places, man. What are you gonna do? There's nowhere else to sleep there.
I don't know.
They sleep in fucking lobbies and shit, man. Like sleep in fucking like the front, like my building. I never caught no one sleeping in, but I'm surprised they could have easily.
I don't know.
I fell asleep in there drunk a couple.
I don't know if it's because I'm not like on like the hard drugs, but if I had like a homeless plan.
They are on hard drugs though. Usually.
I think I could establish a good like outdoor wilderness, like insulated enough that maybe almost like you've seen Alone, right?
They are on drugs though, man. Their only priority is getting food for the day, drugs for the day, and then tomorrow I can do the same thing. That's it. If I can figure out how to live till tomorrow, I can figure out how to live.
I know. And they can't, I guess they can't be wasted time getting.
No, man. They're just junkies, man.
Getting mud and like.
And then some of them do very well. If you bum in the same area for like 5 years, man, and people really get to like know you, and you're not like super aggressive, man, people will give you good.
So
Fucking,
we all know
donations.
Normie, and Normie's the best.
And he makes good cash, probably.
Normie's the best. He plays music. He's nice. Da, da, da. He never really asks. Like he just
He'll
does
ask you
his
for a
thing.
smoke, maybe.
He does his thing, and boom, you can. And then the only other guy that I know like well, as far as like,
Tommy?
oh, I guess on the west side, yes, there is that guy too. But
Bomb.
the flute player uptown,
Oh yeah.
up by the
I know what you
DMV.
mean. He sometimes
And
goes down to.
He's not too bad.
He goes down on King Street sometimes too, man. Down by Brunswick Square, man. That little intersection.
He used to have a
Do
wicked
you remember
beard.
do you remember the guy who goes up there? He's there like every summer too, man. I haven't seen him yet this year, but I used to live uptown, and he makes wooden like swords and stuff and knives. He used to
Wooden
sell them.
swords and knives?
Yeah, you used to sell them right on the sidewalk. Man, you have like a little blanket down, they'd be on there.
I'm unfamiliar with this fucking wooden.
He was there for
swords
years,
guy.
man, years.
Just making swords on a Tuesday.
Yeah, he'd just be sitting there fucking
Whittling
away at a sword, man.
Whittling
He'd have,
away at a
he'd
sword
have,
on
like
a
baskets
Tuesday.
with swords in them and stuff, man. And it was pretty cool, man. He actually I mean, you're not using them for anything, man. But if you wanted to spend like fucking $15 out to help out a homeless dude, man, you get something pretty cool.
See that's what I can appreciate. Like, you know what I mean? You're trying to work for your craft. Like, you know what I mean? That guy playing the flute, man, I knew him from the beginning. Was he a horrible flute player in the beginning?
Flute player, yeah.
Flute player?
Soothsayer.
He was. Fast forward 3-4 years, he was pretty darn good by the end of it.
Every day, man. Well, you have to think, man, from his perspective, he's learning in a different way. He's like, when I play this rhythm, man, they give me more money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, some upbeat. They can't always be when the Saints are coming in.
Yeah.
Johnny Harper in the motherfucking sales. What's up, bros? About to head back to the beach. Holy shit.
That way?
Beach weather. Just drop by to represent, say what's up. Great to see you, man.
See you, bro. Well, he must be in fucking back to the beach, man. He must be in California or something, man. It's probably like 7 there or something.
I see Normie on a daily basis, close to daily basis, like
4-hour difference over there, isn't it?
Yeah. There's a big
it's
difference.
still light out over there, man. Living in paradise.
Aloha from Maui, Hawaii.
Oh man, fuck.
That's
one of my favorite lock picker buddies, man, that I send locks to and stuff's from Hawaii.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Picking Paradise is what he calls himself, Mr. Paradise on YouTube.
I couldn't even imagine like clear, crystal warm waters, beautiful sunshine.
Oh, it's crazy. He goes snorkeling in like these waters. I mean, you're crazily, bro, man. I wouldn't even fucking jump in that water. He goes, nah, man, it's amazing. I'm like, yeah, I'd be terrified. I'd be like, a shark's gonna eat me, man.
Yeah, we go ice fishing, bro.
Sharks are eating me.
When was the last time we see Normie? Yeah, we see Normie all the time.
Yeah, every day.
Every day. I'm making lentil in the Instant Pot, says Rick 2 is in the motherfucking his house.
Chickpeas, lentils, and rice.
And yeah, we should try to get fucking Rod's recipe. He had like this meatless soup recipe that he's raving about. He was like, oh man, meatless soup sounds crazy, but and I was like, yeah, we should get that. Rick 2 wants it.
I invented a new sauce, and I'm gonna let Dead Poop try it on stream. It's gonna be amazing. He's gonna eat it. He's gonna be like, it's the best. I'm gonna make him a container like that big of it. So good. Put it on anything, man. You can put it on rice. You can put it on hamburgers. You can put it on hot dogs. You can put it on fucking fries. You can put it on anything. It's the best sauce in the world.
Danny DeVito in the motherfucking his house.
Yeah.
The one, the only. My neighbor's own 808 safe house. He's my locksmith, lives across the street. 808 safe house. Does that mean anything to you as far as locksmithing goes?
808. The only thing that means to me is 808's on the Joker card for the bicycle card deck.
And 808 is a fucking beat machine too. On the 808s, those beat machines. I love Instapot. Yeah, fucking Instapot's fucking awesome. You ever One of my buddies has got the fucking Ninja Foodie. That'll fucking broil. Fucking what's a pressure cook? It'll pressure cook. It'll
Saute?
fry. It'll steam. It'll do it all.
Saute?
Yes. Well,
Flambe?
no. Yes.
Oh,
Boile? Yes.
Rotisserie?
Yes, it does. Yes,
Holy
it does.
shit, man. Holy
Yes.
shit.
And you also can have one. And I'll put a link in the bottom. No, there's no link in the bottom. .808 is our area code. Okay. Johnny Harper's got hose in his area code. 808 code. Hose.
I've got hose.
And Johnny Harper does.
I've got hose.
And is an 808 code. 808 code. Over here, 207, Danny DeVito.
506.
So 207 is Hollywood, because that's where Danny DeVito lives. Straight up Hollywood. Or unless he's in Philadelphia, because it's always sunny there, right?
I don't know, man. People are rapping, man. People are
Yeah.
rapping, man.
506.
506.
506. And, okay.
Pick up sticks.
Let me
That's
ask your
not tough.
opinion on this. One of my friends has a 506 tattoo behind the ear. That's her area code. Yeah. Cinco Familia.
Cinco Familia. Holy shit, man.
If I do one down my sideburns, is that too close, similar to what he's doing? Is that?
Yeah.
Is that impeaching? Is that impeaching a little bit?
You know what you should get?
Yes. What should I get?
A barcode that says made in Canada.
Pass. Hard pass.
Well, you can't get 506 on you, man.
Hard pass. I can, but maybe not face tattoo it. Like everyone can get
You
506.
can't rock a 506 tattoo.
Why? Because I was born in Quebec? Is that what you're trying to say?
No.
Is it a Quebec thing?
No.
Are you taking into like you being like geographically racist?
No. Where'd you want it?
Like I was thinking, like the sideburns. The sideburns thing is cool now.
Um,
That little thin sideburns, and I could hide it under my sideburns a little bit.
I think you'd have to hide it a lot,
I think so too.
right? I think you'd probably get yourself in some unfriendly situations.
Oh, Rick too saying it is Rod's recipe. So he looked it up and like while he was okay, thyme, chili peppers, collard greens, dandelion greens or spinach, 2 bundles of chicken bouillon, lots of garlic and onions, saute 4 cans of beans and kidneys. Man,
What's that for?
fucking Rod threw out this like his grandma's favorite like famous recipe, and Ritu,
Boom.
you know how Ritu is. He takes note, make note, and he's doing. Man, let us know how it is when it's done. Legendary Gaming 702 out in the fucking Las Vegas area.
What?
Right on your forehead.
Hey, you know what's cool?
Hey,
man?
nephew.
No, man. It's
What?
not cool.
Why? What's cool?
No. It's something I find interesting. No, nobody else in the world would.
No. Say you can't bring up something and say no later. Like you
You know
have
the
to
show
now.
Band of Brothers?
Yeah, I remember that show.
You know the airborne infantry that went in?
Okay.
The main dudes were they were the 506 airborne.
Yes,
man.
yes.
They were the 506 airborne.
They were the 506 Airborne.
Yeah.
Huh.
They weren't from here, but they 506, you know.
That's cool.
They
That's
weren't
cool.
us. They were
Yeah,
Americanos.
yeah.
They were Americano, you know.
There's a
Huh?
no, I can't. The only thing I can do is say potatoes. That's the only thing I can do.
Potatoes.
Like every accent, I'm like,
I can say
motherfucking potatoes. Put the potatoes in the ground and have some more potatoes. That's the only fucking accent I can
What
do.
accent's that?
Fucking potatoes accent. I've come from over there and I come from over here, but I'm saving up for my mom's caravan and I've got potatoes.
That's a French guy accent, man.
I don't know where it's from, huh?
That's like, what's it sound like when I try to do a French guy accent? Horrible, right?
Man, are we judging accents? I'm just saying that's my only one.
Oh, I didn't know what country it was.
And I know a little.
Do a state's potatoes. Do a fucking.
Potatoes.
What's that fucking? What's that funny East Coast place in the fucking? Has a funny accent.
Newfoundland?
No, one of theirs.
Bands of Brothers is gold, says Danny DeVito.
Yeah, that's a fucking amazing series.
It was.
Man. I mean, Pacific is good too. Pacific is good too, but it's not as good as Band of Brothers.
Yeah, some Tom Hanks shit.
Yeah, he's in a new
the entire 10 series.
I think it's Apple Movies or something, man. He's in an Apple Movies exclusive movie right now, man. That's like a war movie like that, man. And it looks phenomenal, man. But I don't have Apple Movies, man. But I got to see that movie, man. I'm gonna go crazy if I don't fucking see that movie, man.
I like a good war movie if it's done right.
Yeah, for sure, man. They're deadly.
And you know what else I'm a sucker for, big time? A fucking good western.
Porn.
A good western. A good western porn. Yeah, you know what I mean? If you got a lady riding fucking bear saddleback.
Reverse cowgirl, you know what I mean?
Reverse cowgirl, bear saddleback. That's a good cowboy porn right there.
Yeah, no. For what you like westerns?
Fucking potatoes porn.
Do you like classic westerns, or do you like when they do like modern day ones? Kind of like do you like
Tombstone was awesome, unforgettable.
No,
but then I like the old Pale Rider, the fucking white preacher.
The Quick and the Dead.
That was a good one with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, man, that's a deadly movie, man. I forget I'm too buzzed to remember the actors' names, man. But there's a lot of good ones.
Russell Crowe was in it.
Yeah, Russell Crowe.
There's a famous girl that was in it.
Name it? Oh, Sharon Stone.
Yeah, true story.
Fucking walking around
Rick 2 scares me.
Sharon Stone or something.
He probably has a notebook full of information about every poop head. And no, I have a okay. Let me make Rick 2 less creeper again, because I brought this up the other time. Rick 2's been doing quite a bit of my editing, and he's reviewing stuff. So you know what I mean. Not only is he here tonight, he's rewatching it and editing it later on. So you know what I mean. So let it not be a notebook and taking notes and being that creepy. Let just say like just got a good memory and he watches it more. Yeah, that's from Snatch.
I'll fight you for it.
I'll
fight you for it.
Here, I'll do it. If no one's gonna pound, what's the point of Okay, another moderator handle it. Good. Yeah, I mean, just there's nothing greasy. I don't know why people get fucking message reviewed so easily. Notebook goes deep on Grey Wolf.
You said that?
Rick 2. I guess the Grey Wolf, like the Notebook.
I don't know what that means. I don't.
No, not the Notebook, but I guess he just to take down the recipe. No, because he mentioned that recipe before, like you know what I mean. So
who's Green Wolf?
Is Rod. You know how they all give like little nicknames for some reason. Rod was like fucking.
Well, what am I?
You're fucking the real tater.
Potatoes.
Give me your belt. Just give me your give me your belt.
It's not enough, Joe.
I like Billy the Kid. Man, the Young Guns. The Young Guns were amazing fucking westerns. I mean, Tombstone, Young Guns, fucking.
If I lived back then, man, I would have definitely been hanged for robbing banks.
Oh man, the YouTube algo is showing some old school badass recommendation to me.
Recommendation.
Ever heard of Billy Jack?
No.
Looks cool. Gonna watch it. I don't think I've ever heard of rewatching it 10 times.
Did you watch The Hateful Eight?
Reviewing your porn stash. My porn stash?
No, like your porn box.
Oh, reviewing the porn stash. Oh, the
stash of porn.
No one has a stash anymore. Like everyone.
I do.
Yeah, man, my stash is at my fingertips. Yeah. My stash is at my fingertips, bro. And I have a phone for that. You know what I mean? I got 2 phones. One's for the business and one's for the porn. You know what I mean? 2 phones. Wagwan Rick 2.
Yikers.
Johnny Azul's in the house. 3 Com 111 AK Dryden's in the motherfucking his house as well. Yeah, mustache ride. Yeah. And it's funny, like where we were earlier, we were putting away like fucking stuff in a fucking deep area of the panic room and stuff like that. And Buddy pulls out like 2 VCRs. First one plugs in, don't work. Second one plugs in, works. So we're watching old VHS tapes like tonight. It was kind of nostalgic, and I have a few that are worth watching. So I think we're gonna have like a VHS watch party at the fucking panic room there one of these nights. Well, I am.
I just set an alarm, man. I got to remind myself something, man, because I already told somebody
And,
I did something that I didn't do.
Speaking of porn stash, I know if Dryden shaved it, but he probably has the best porn stash going ever. Like the Dryden has a wicked stash.
I shaved it, eh? You guys see that?
I like how you do the Robert De Niro face. That's awesome.
Halfway.
Do you have any hand gestures movements? Or just the face?
No, I got nothing.
That's it. You got nothing?
Not that I'm willing to commit to here. I mean, this is going to be clipped.
I just
Give me
ate
about
some
6 more
mushrooms.
months, man, and I'll have something.
Gonna jump. Oh, Johnny Harper just ate some mushrooms and he's gonna jump in the ocean.
Oh shit, son.
Hey, just for safety's sakes, check back in 15 minutes.
If I'm not back in 15 minutes, just wait longer.
Yeah, just wait longer. The mushrooms are
Just wait
jumping
longer.
in. And dude, I get it, man. I tripped balls on mushroom the other night, and I was with a doll underneath the bridge having a piss, and then I fell asleep for a bit, smoking out a fucking pedestal ashtray.
Like how we just fucking glanced over that. Slept under the bridge with a doll.
And I had a pedestal ashtray. Like, who does that underneath a bridge?
That was her ass crack. That was the doll's ass crack.
No, it was
A pedestal ashtray.
It was this thing. I was bringing this home.
You had that in the bridge too?
Yeah, when I was with my buddy. What do you think was the camera holder to fucking take the video of me pissing with it?
I don't know. You, your buddy, a doll under the bridge with that.
Yeah.
Sounds
Romantic.
like a
Fucking romantic. That's how the neck got weak. I just picked up 2 stripes of Lucy. Thanks for dropping in, Johnny Harper. Hyped AF. There's a storm right now. What was it? The hurricane? The hurricane? No, but the storm. Like, there wasn't there a hurricane? It was supposed to hit us, but then it went fucking upper norther. Like, yeah, bro. Actually gonna shave the beard so the stash sticks out better.
No, gotta watch out
yeah.
for the tornadoes.
Yeah. Hot
Tornado.
big old spotlight on that wicked stash. Ashley is on the walk. She'll be surprised. Was watching Pet Detective the other day.
You know what I still do this day is when he goes into the house, man, when his landlord's with him and he's like, "You better not have any pets in there, Ventura," or whatever.
Yeah.
And
And
then
then
he opens
after-
the door and he does the thing where he jingles the keys.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a joke when I'm with my wife, when I go to open the door, I'll still jingle the keys like that. I don't know why. That movie, man, resonated with me from when I was
I
a
love
kid.
it. I love it.
If you bought the VHS back in the day, it gave you a card that made you an honorary pet detective.
Okay.
You don't think I fucking pretended to be a pet detective? You're crazy. I tried to seek down all the neighborhood cats.
Man, I told you about the Pet Detective.
Some cats weren't even missing. I was so good.
My buddies. Okay, this turns out to be a cruel story a little bit, but
Oh, maybe don't tell any cruel animal stories, bro.
yeah, you're right. This
It's
is.
probably a Debbie Downer right there.
You're right.
Everybody loves our furry feather friends.
Carry
I'm
on.
finding
Let's
my
carry on. But needless to say,
You already told a gopher story, man, before, man, and that people have nightmares over that.
so I should like simmer down on like animal cruelty stories a little bit.
Yeah, by like a good 95.
Like a 95% of it.
A solid 95.
Like, I shouldn't talk about the spider I squashed just getting into the bathtub.
Spiders are okay.
Okay.
Yeah, nobody likes spiders. They're like
All right.
they're universally accepted to squash. You're considered a kind man if you catch and release. But I mean, for the most part,
We caught and released a bee today.
We did actually, yeah. But I mean, killing a spider is acceptable, man.
We got hit by the eye over here in Maine, says Danny DeVito.
The brown eye?
No, the eye of the hurricane.
This is the story of the hurricane.
So are you good?
Hurricane. Where were you at?
He's in Maine, and I guess
man, hurricanes hit Maine, man.
But then it curved up, so it's missing us. No, up, like fucking Quebec. Well, Quebec's getting it. I heard. This is from a drunk guy at a bar though today.
You can go to Maine without going to Quebec.
The hurricane's not taking the highways, bro. It's just going like natural path.
Man, New Brunswick is
the hurricanes don't fucking drive the highways.
If you look at this map of Canada, the size of like the inside of a fucking sunflower seed is the size of New Brunswick, man. So I don't think it would really take that much in the big scheme of things, man, for a hurricane to possibly, not this one, but I mean, it's weird that a hurricane, I think, could potentially hit us like that, man. I didn't know hurricanes could possibly hit here, man. Maine's hitting a little close to home's all I'm saying.
And upwards.
Yeah, we're upwards, man. We're upwards.
Shave my COVID beard. Oh man, Johnny Azul. Johnny. He had a fucking
Johnny's
Grizzly
alive.
Adams.
He's alive.
He had a Grizzly Adams, and I guess, man.
I shaved too, brother.
The COVID tea. Do you elastic it up like dead poop?
What's that mean?
Probably like these little fucking beard notches. I
each
miss
one,
when Rick
one of
was
those
just
is 5 years of his life that he's had that beard.
Yeah. That's probably couple years. I need those little rubber bands. They're from like a child's orthodontic braces kit. That's where I get these, and that's why they're multicolored. I'm working towards a Jim the Anvil Neidhart goatee. Almost there. Yeah. And man, good on fucking Ritu for saying that, man. I love Jim. Like, he was so underrated. Like, he was a big part of the Heart Foundation. Like, just as good
the Heart
Brett.
Foundation never existed without Jim the Anvil Neidhart.
Just as good as Brett. Like, you know what I mean? Oh, but Brett's up ass, but no. Jim the Anvil was fucking.
They made a Heart Foundation later on, then, like the late 90s.
Like, he was always like, yeah, like, you know what I mean? Always hypey and like, okay, you're pacing back and forth like fucking Brett. And Jim the Anvil was always like, oh, hypey, like, you know what I mean? Oh. Rubbing his fucking beard.
Rock.
I'll send Dead Poop a pic. That's pretty great so far. What's on the back of your cigarette today? What do you got? The dead heart in the hand?
So there's the picture. It's a guy holding a fucking heart in there. And the write-up says, cigarettes are a major cause of heart disease. Smokers are up to 4 times more likely to develop heart disease than non-smokers. You can quit. We can help. Call fucking Bumblefuck.
And I have an Asiatic child on a respirating machine.
Yeah, it's more. Yeah, that's the weirdest one, man.
Because, man, somebody pointed it out. We went through all the packs, right? We went through all the packs, and every fucking thing is Caucasian except for this one Asiatic child.
What's that one say on it, too?
Your kids are sick of your smoking.
Fair enough statement. Good thing it's 2020 and you don't fucking
smoke
in your kid's face.
Johnny Azul, you know this one, the Human Fund.
Yeah.
I'm on fucking roll hoot. It's been so long since I rolled one, it seems. It's been 34 minutes.
A donation is made on your behalf to the Human Fund.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Rolling a joint.
Once I heard Human Fund, I kind of blacked out there.
Posted in the reject group and sent to Dead Poop. Decided to hold a revolver too, so it's more badass. This is all right. Let me put this down. This sounds like Dryden with a fucking killer mustache and a fucking revolver. That's worth fucking pushing a few buttons.
Bhutan.
Couple Bhutans. Yes, sir. And I knew his mustache wouldn't disappoint. Come on, camera. I want to see.
Come on,
Okay, this
baby.
is Dryden. You ready for a fucking sick mustache?
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
What a beast, man. That's a Jamie Heineman right there.
Yeah. So, boys. God. Well, I guess it's too
Fuck,
late.
Man. Hey, man.
Look-
you don't have a mustache like that and not pride yourself on showing
Look
it.
at them. Look at the mustache on that fella.
Doc, you don't think he put a little wax in that today to keep her together?
You know who that looks like? The German guy from fucking Mike Tyson's Punch-Out's mustache. You know the brown shorts guy? I think he's like After Glass Joe, the German guy.
No, the guy after Glass Joe. Oh, and Mike Tyson's Punch Out, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but fucking
Isn't it? No.
sweet mustache. Von Kaiser. There you go.
No, yeah, because the other that's not the guy right after Glass Joe though. The guy after Glass Joe is the big fat guy, King Hippo, isn't it? No, not King Hippo. No, what's his name?
Stop talking about what you don't know, dude.
Yeah, you know
You're done. You're done.
You got the chat log?
Yeah. Like kids, huh?
Smile to the camera. Creep.
No, it's like Glass Joe.
I know.
Then it's the pants dude. And then it's
a big fat guy you can't punch in the stomach, man.
No, he's later on. He's
not.
King Hippo's way later on, dude. At it again, Mike Tyson and Danny DeVito. I'll take that as a huge compliment. Yeah, no, it's a great mustache, dude. Papa Kale's in the motherfucking Jesus. BT Dubs, Tate. So you looking up the lineup just to fucking see? Don Flamingo is after Glass Joe.
Yeah. So this is a man that knows who he's talking about. When's the fat guy?
No. I'm pretty sure it goes like Glass Joe, that Kaiser guy, Don Flamingo, and maybe Piston Honda. Because Piston's Honda's the belt holder. Piston's Honda's definitely the belt holder. No, I'm almost pretty sure. Yeah, Dead Poop is right. Rick 2 says it. That's like Googling it. If Rick 2 says it, that's straight up like Googling it. What's up, Papa? Don Flamingo is after Glass Joe. Johnny Azul, no, wrong. Nick Heisted in the motherfucking his house. And it's probably not as good as pronunciation as last time because Tater coached me into it. Let me have another go at it. Nick Heisted. I almost want to go like Casey Neistat, but with a Heisted. Anyways. Yeah, we are drinking tonight. Looks are short. Yeah, we are drinking tonight, bro. King Hippo comes later. Yeah, I knew that. King Hippo comes like a full circuit later. Like, you know what I mean? A full, if not another one. If Rick 2 says it, it's legit. And 100% agree, Dryden.
You got a power bar in here?
Power bar? This one would be the best to plug out of.
No, I mean a power bar. USB.
Oh, like a fucking
power bar.
That's not what it's called, though.
What's it called?
A fucking cube.
Well, whatever, man.
Cube.
Fucking little fucking power cube. Fucking jobby. Oh, look at that, man. Look, you got one, man.
With my name on it. I got one with my name on it.
Fuck, man, you're not fucking around, are you?
I got one with my name on it.
Watch this, fella.
Look, show. Man. Like, oddly enough, there's one with my name on
Daryl from The Office, man. He's got his name on a 5-pound bag of flour in there, man.
It's not weird. You
want to make cookies? You can't use his flour.
There's a perfectly non-insane reason for me having my name on that.
Sure there is.
I gotta change my name back to Hydrated King. No, let me learn the new one. Hey, you enjoy the name you want, and I'll learn it to you. Tate, once you're done plugging that in, could you give me a refresher on how to say Nick's name?
Nick Heisted.
Heist. I think
Hi.
I said.
Just remember hi, like
I
I'm
think
saying hi, H-E-I,
I think I
and then
said it
Stad,
right.
man.
I think I said it right.
Heisted.
Hey, Heisted.
You say Stead, kind of like there's an E in there. Man.
What? I don't say steady. I say the Heisted.
Stead. Heisted.
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 You Heisted.
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 Yeah, my keys.
Heisted.
My keys and my cards got heisted.
Just call him fucking Nicky H, man.
Man, I remember this time. My car got broken into. Got heisted. My car got broken into. Got heisted. Do you guys drink out of a big beer stein? Do you guys drink out of a beer? No.
He drinks out of an amputated leg.
Man, why is What's Up for review? That's weird every time. Hear from Ellie Beast. Not tonight, but you hear from the other night from before. Hear from the other night from before. And man, it's good to have you back. Watch this.
The night before, for sure.
D9's in motherfucking his house. And you're welcome. Come on in.
D9.
Man, like everyone's getting reviewed. Like, D9, man. Poof. I don't know if you write some naughty stuff, but every message is up for review, which is okay. There's some wrenches out here. They'll review, even though I'm reviewing it too. But let's see. I've got a Good Country and Western one that holds 3 to 4 beers, like a big old stein.
Oh yeah, man. That's pimp.
Okay. Do you agree with me that unless it's like a frosted mug, you pour it in a glass, aren't you like warming up your beer unnecessarily?
Yeah, it should be frosted. Yeah.
And then
that's why a lot of good bars will keep those types of mugs though in the cooler.
But let's say Dryden says he has got a 4 canner.
Well, the metal can probably hold the cold better than glass.
That's like drinking a cold 45. Like, you know what I mean? It get warm by the end of it.
Well, I don't think it's supposed to be around long enough to get warm.
Oh, you like this guy just cuts right to the business with a mustache
get
like
the fucking
that.
Stouts and then they just smash them together, man, like fucking barbarians, and then just hammer.
Oh man, you're right. I totally underestimated the level of that guy's mustache. Yeah, you're right. He probably just slams back 4 beers.
Oh yeah, his friends have helmets
in one glass.
Yeah,
you're right. You're right. Man, why did I even think otherwise?
He slayed some orcs in his day.
That's silly of me.
For shame. Don't let
a beer stein, try prosthetic leg. LEBs, thanks, man. D99. It's because I'm not a mod yet. Every message is up for review. What the crap?
Drinking leg.
Yeah, the drinking leg. Should we give that a rinse? Get warm and flat too quick. Oh. You guys underestimate how fast I drink.
You want to know a good challenge for a guy who likes to drink a lot, man? When, like, mostly you just do it for yourself. Or, like, you can get your buddy to do it.
Thanks for stopping in, D9, Bood. Dude, Bood.
Booty? Later, bro.
Yeah, later, bro.
Man, when you're already drunk, right?
Yeah.
You take a beer, and then you slam it, right? But the last mouthful, like when you're chugging it, you have to hold. Then you have to hold the mouthful for 20 seconds afterwards.
What are you talking about? A weird drinking game of some sorts?
It's just weird. Like most people, when they slam beer, they slam it, right? But when you fill your mouth up with beer, man, fill it up, man, and then wait, and then count to like 10 minutes. It actually burns the inside of your mouth, man.
What, beer burns me?
Man, just don't swallow it, man. Fill your mouth right up.
I don't like it. I don't like
it. It is weird, isn't it?
No, I didn't hold it long enough, but I didn't. Like, the end result is just saying it's going to burn me, so why would I even go through that?
Not burn you, man. It's just after some clown chugs a beer, and then he holds a beer in his mouth, that little bit of holding the extra beer in his mouth, on top of the fact that it's burning, might be enough to make your buddy puke, man. That's all I'm saying.
What, you trying to make me puke?
Yeah, a little bit. No, you would have to chug a whole beer first and then just hold the last mouthful. I mean, no one's just going to puke by holding beer in their mouth.
What kind of rule?
I just made it up like 20 seconds ago, man.
Sounds like it. Sounds like a made
You're
up
asking
game.
for a lot of rules at this point.
It sounds like a made up game. I'm just
Of course,
saying.
it's a made up game. I think I started this whole sentence by saying I made this game up.
Oh, did you?
I think so.
Oh.
I just left out the right now portion of that.
So tonight, it's not gonna happen right now, but one of my buddies gave me some hash, and man, it smells fucking beautiful. Smells magical, and I'm excited to try it. But it is hash a right now moment? Nah, hash is a later moment. It's weed for now. Right? On the menu?
Right. Yeah, man. Weed more on the menu than hash. Hash is more like a dessert if it was on the menu. They give you a dab for an appetizer, man. A nice fucking bud to roll up, man, for a fucking entree, and then some hashish for dessert.
Dryden did what you said. He's holding it. It's like gums feel tingly.
And the Alpine burns.
See, I was worried about my cat. Like, let's say if I had a cavity and you're like, oh, it burns. I was like, why is it like ruining a cavity? Like, I don't want to ruin a cavity.
It either burns or it foams right up, man. You know what I mean?
So I got a sweet tooth. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're out there fucking eating ice cream, and next thing you know, you get that bazinga moment. Or is that just sensitive?
When your buddies are ham, though, man, I bet you if you got them to do that, man, you'd probably get some puke.
What a horrible challenge.
You don't like watching anybody's puke?
Oh man, guess what we should do? Guess what we should do? Like next week, we should like drink a gallon of milk each. No problem.
That's insane.
Yeah, you're gonna puke. That's like mandatory puke.
You're gonna puke.
That's a mandatory puke.
Somebody
right
could do it, man. I bet you fucking Ellie Beast could do it.
I think he tried it. I don't think he can. I don't think it's physically possible. I don't think he can.
You know what's good about Canada and not like good in that way, but like to make that challenge even easier is that in the States, I think you can actually they buy gallons of milk. Here we don't buy those, man. You can buy like 1 liters and 2 liters.
Ours is like what, 455 milliliters.
4.54 or 4.754, I think, or something like that.
4.55.
No.
Okay.
Maybe. But I know basically if you buy a 1 liter, you know, we have 4 sizes here. If you buy a 250, a 500 mil, a 1 liter, and a 2 liter, you basically have that whole thing. So if you do throw up, at least you still got a carton. You got the milk for later. Drink the 2 liter first, you know what I mean? Then
yeah. Instead of wasting the rest.
Wasting like a whole gallon of milk, you know what I mean?
See, I knew one of these guys would know it. Nick Heisted says Ellie Beast tried and then puked. See, because I don't think it's physically possible.
No, man, I think somebody's done it, man. Somebody has to have done it. There's weirdos that have done all kinds of shit, man.
The best time I smoked weed was a blunt with hash. Found myself in a graveyard thinking about the people's lives.
Nice soak the blunt wrap and PCP.
Do you have milk in a bag out there? Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do.
But
it's not as common.
He's in Nick's in Alberta and he's never seen it.
Milk in a bag? Yeah, it's not as common, man.
It's really it's almost
way more common.
It's almost being like a dying breed, but it's still 100% here.
Yeah, you buy like a milk like pitcher thing or whatever, and then when you buy the bags, you just sit it in the milk pitcher, and then you just cut the corner or whatever, and then you can just pour the milk bags. You get like 3 milk bags. I think they're like a liter, and you get them a little bit cheaper.
Just like a giant mini sit.
Yeah.
Just like bite the corner.
Don't bite it though.
When man, no, I did. Like, you know what I mean?
You fold it and you snip it, so when you open it up, it makes that perfect little spout.
A single fella, back when I was a single fella living in like at my place.
Animal, living like a fucking animal.
I would take my goddamn fucking bag of milk. I would bite the corner out of it. Yes, I would put it in a thing because that's the only way you can make it stand up straight without leaking. But when I wanted a drink, cup not necessary. I'm drinking like fucking a fucking cow's teat.
Yeah. And back in the day, I would have came to his house and
it's
been
my
like,
bag.
Hey, Dead Poop, man, I'm gonna make some craft dinner, man. Can I use some of your milk? And I'd open it up and I'd see that shit. I'd lift the bag up, I'd turn it around, and I'd sit it right back in, and I'd clip the other side on you.
Yeah, I don't care.
Or I would dump it out and fucking fill another one, and then leave $5 in the bag.
If you're at my place making craft dinner, I think you brought the craft dinner.
Bag.
I think it's my craft dinner, so you know what I mean. Like,
No,
who
I think
who cares?
you have just.
Who cares if I sucked on that bag like a fucking mini sit for a bit?
We were starving at your house, and you sent me to get craft dinner, man. Obviously, when I come back, we're gonna both eat that craft dinner, man, like we're cavemen.
Yeah, like big bag or not, like
Hands.
big milk bag or not.
Yeah, milk bag or no milk bag, man. I don't even give a fuck about a milk bag. If you're drunk,
Man.
it's probably better to fucking because a spoon will probably just scoop that shit right.
Have you ever been poor?
I personally didn't have money for a long time, man.
Back my apartment, like, you know, we're talking about first apartment days, right?
Me and my wife.
My first apartment day, like just me, like was straight out of high school. I went to the bulk barn, got a bag of noodles and a bag of craft dinner powder, and I couldn't afford the milk or really the butter, so I just left it extra watery. And
that sounds kind of fantastic, though.
That was that and a lot of pepper. That was the only
pretty
flavor.
Good, actually. Anyway, Mr. Noodles mixed with craft dinner cheese.
No,
with pepper.
Well, it's craft dinner cheese and not Mr. Noodles, just like a bag of macaroni, because I'm at the bulk barn, right? Just a fucking noodles.
Man, you can get like at fucking Fulton's, man, you used to be able to get like 33-cent fucking boxes of no-name craft dinner. Man. You stop with this.
I'm gonna kill.
Man, he keeps landing on me, man. He's a little prick, little white guy.
My good friend in Cape Breton sends me milk bags all the time. Well, pictures of them. Yeah.
Milk bags weren't a big thing in my house, man. We went from milk cartons to milk bags to the plastic with the blue tops, and then they went back when the milk carton switched and they had the plastic. It was like a milk carton, but instead of having to pop the end, they had the little plastic thing. Then we went to that. But now my wife's vegan, so there's no ain't no dairy in that fucking fridge.
You know what I find I'm rusty at, and I can't. Man, I lost. You know, sometimes when you're younger, you could do things, and when you're older, you can't. You know what I can't? What I used to do perfectly when I was younger, and I can't seem to do as an adult anymore, because I've like lost practice in it. Open up a fucking milk carton.
Oh, will you stop?
No, man, dude. Like you do the pull in, the fold out, the pull in. And for some reason,
the wrong side, there's an arrow.
For some reason, I gotta jam my finger in there, make my way through, and it's not a smooth transition.
Oh, it's like in school at milk time, everybody's drinking them, and you reach in the desk for your fucking safety scissors, man, to smash them out, man, so you can get to that milk.
Yeah, I'm so rusty, man. I'm not getting the right flip. Like it's not doing what it's supposed to do. Like I'm having to assist it from the inside, and I've never had to do that before.
Trying to get the milk's G-spot.
Yeah, just fucking
get it from the inside.
Well, I get a little pinky in there, and it just seems to just move just ever so right. And then she opens up to me, and then I drink its nectar. You know what I mean? Chocolate.
I don't like milk.
I like chocolate milk when I'm hungover, but I know it's gonna ruin my day because I'm like lactose intolerant. But I take it.
I think I only like dairy products now. I don't think I like milk at all. I just think I like dairy products like cheese.
Cheese is good.
Cheese is good. I'll never stop eating cheese.
Once I finish this beer stein, I'd be down for a call if you're down on Discord. Not over the phone. Yeah, man. Yeah. You're a pricey phone call. You're a pricey phone call. I forget where he's from, man, but we did talk for like, I don't know, like an hour and a half or something like that. And it was like close to $80, like a fucking close to $80 phone call. I think they must have changed the cartoons because I can't do it anymore. Either they used to be so easy.
I don't get it.
The cartons.
Oh,
I read that wrong.
My precious cartoons.
See, exactly. Nick's got the same problem. They must have changed the cartons because I can't do it anymore. It used to be so easy. That's what I mean. It's probably a cheaper glue, a different glue or something.
Cheaper glue?
Because you have to like do the assist. Like it used to be like a flip flop, almost like.
You gotta keep the side step. That's the problem. You gotta go split, grab, pull.
Dude. I was the king of breaking hearts. Remember that thing you fold, and you're like, what kind of do you live? Name me a number, and you get the flip thing, and you're like, 1, 2, flip or do, do. That's a motion.
Things, yeah.
That's a motion you do for the fucking milk. I fucking had it nailed down to a fucking perfect. Ka-chung-chungs.
Apparently not, man. You can't open a milk no more.
It's different. It's different now, bro.
You can't open one no more.
Oh man, I want to buy you fucking. I want to buy you a carton of milk to open right now.
Enough?
I want to buy. It's nothing to do with. I want to buy you a carton of milk.
I'll bring one the next time I come.
And open it before my eyes.
Right in front of you. Actually, I'll buy 2. Just so you can.
No, I'll buy my own. I'll buy my own.
So I think you're gonna bring the first one and go. You're right, Tate. They're not that. I must have been hammered when I tried to pour that bowl of cereal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's because that's all it was. You were trying to mix cereal all the time.
The deck's rigged.
These buzzed milkman trying to fucking make up some snacks.
I think they must have changed. Okay, I just checked on our call was 2 hours and 23 minutes. Yeah, that was an $80 phone call for that.
Holy smokes, man!
Fuck. Basic art and drawing is in the motherfucking his house.
What's up?
A possibly an LA Beast bring in from the other night, or a new, because the icon seems familiar. Heck of a familiar.
I do pop in.
I do pop in. Yes, I do pop in. Fried turd with curry fries.
What's fried turd? Exactly what it sounds like.
I don't know, man. You got with curly fries. Fried turd with curly fries. And quite frankly, I could take it with or without turd, but it sounds delicious.
Yeah. I'm liking the fried curly fries portion of that sentence. Go ahead, bro.
Dead Poop has 300 subs now. He's living large riding. Oh, fuck. I'm surprised I'm not wearing a silk robe, booking fucking first class flights, drinking Voss right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm at 300 subs. Like, you know what I mean? Where's the streamers? But guess what the next step is? Just more than 300. The next step is more than 300. Papa Kale, hell yeah, dude. He needs 10 times that. Yes. 10 times that would be better than 0 times that.
Yeah, man, 400 would be good.
Yeah. Hey, you see good numbers. You want to do my taxes?
I'll do your taxes.
You're the one with the formula. Fried cheese curds.
Ugh.
Fried. Oh man. No. Fried cheese curds. That sounds pretty amazing, dude.
Of course it does to you.
Woof. No, you.
It does sound good.
Like you what? You don't like masa sticks?
I love it all.
Fucking fried.
I love it all.
Forget about it. Like we should almost write Nick's ideas down. That's right in line with fucking Scotty's idea. Just put the two together. Oh. Man. Did I say too much?
Just make a poutine, man, in the thing and then dip it in the fryer.
You've said too much. Just
fucking deep fry a poutine.
Although my chats would get lost, but that's something I'd be willing to give up. No. Drying. You wouldn't get lost, bro. Freeze pop, pizza pia, paper candy. Too much said, dude, says Lingley. Lingley's in the motherfucking his
What's
house.
Up, Lingley?
That's what I mean. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
what up, brother?
Your $1 million fucking idea should be tight-lipped, and he said too much. He said too much.
That's nothing to do with it.
No. You know what word you said? And he's going to fess up to saying too much. You know what word you fucking spoke up?
Gravy.
No. Lean in.
I'm just trying to cover it.
Said too much. You said too much. But still, though, there's a million of them out there. But is it the best? No. And you've said too much. Like,
What have I done?
I don't know if Jim Treliving is gonna sign up with Dragon's Den. But he might sue you. He might sue you for saying too much. He'd be like, "Oh man, good thing it's not a deal so yet." Because man, you said too
He
much.
might contact me in the next couple of days, man.
You said too much. But hey, a great chicken sandwich is a great chicken sandwich, right? And I don't know why you should hide that.
Roast beef chicken sandwiches would probably be good.
Yeah.
Hey, like a hot hamburger roast beef chicken sandwich.
Hot peppers. Oh, Lingley's working. Blingley's in the motherfucking his house.
Blingley! That's a deadly one, Blingley.
Could you make your own clothes? No.
Cloth.
Clothes. CLOTHES.
Clothes.
Cloths.
Clothes.
Clothes. Yeah, could I make my own clothes? No.
No. Can Rick too? Probably.
No, basic art and drawing. And by that name, it sounds like you're very crafty and you could make your own clothes. My brother's girlfriend, whoo, she's she can make clothes, and she does, and she makes costumes. And she's actually teaching my oldest daughter to do some of the sewing stuff for weighted blankets. And
weighted blankets.
You know what I mean? It's not up my alley, but it's you know, it's close to home. Like, you know what I mean? As far as like making clothes and like sewing and shit like that.
Oh yeah, that should be sufficient.
I wish I had it, but I went to a thrift store and I had it here, but I gave it to my daughter already. But I bought it like brand new in the box, even though it's like made from in like the 1980s or whatever. But it was like one of those handheld sewing machines where you can hem your curtains on a whim. It's like just a little handheld little. Do you have a P.O. box yet? No, I don't have a P.O. box.
A poo box?
A P.O. box.
Poo box. A PU box.
I don't have a lot of things yet. And then basic art and drawing. I love Coca-Cola. So at this point, I don't even know what the fuck's going on in basic art and drawing. Like, it's just like, I don't know, almost like just
it's basic, you know, a little bit
just
of
basic
art, basic drawing.
Yeah. I was gonna send you something for your 300. Wow. Why don't you save it for the 500? Why don't you save it for the 500? Like, you know what I mean?
100.
Yeah. Or if you had something in mind that was real cool, like man, super appreciated. I'd send you stickers back.
Saw you the other day. Man. I was gonna say hi. I was gonna. Chose not to though.
Oh yeah, you saw me the other day.
No, I said, hey man, I was gonna send you something for 300.
No, it don't.
I was gonna.
And Dryden, I don't need a P.O. box. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'll give you my address. It don't matter.
POO box.
How dirty is this thing?
Filthy. No, it's been alcohol sanitized.
Man, there's legit mold in it. There's legit mold in it.
Get that away from me.
Let me dump it out. At least. Okay, so I won't drink the next one out of that. There's legit. That's funny.
That was grody.
Yeah, there's a few like fucking.
A couple spores in there.
No, there was.
That was gross.
A little bit in there.
I'm glad you looked. Didn't look, you would have got sickle. What's going on in here?
Yeah, I'm glad it wasn't just a quick dump and fill up.
Moldy leg. 3Com Triple One said Discord him.
All right, I'll get at you. I'll get at you. Moldy leg, dong. Dong, moldy leg,
Moldy Dawn.
Man, I saw you did your draw online.
I did.
How'd that go? That went to
Good. I nailed it today. Nose picker.
Nose picker, yes.
Yeah.
The name was fucking super clever.
That name was good. Yeah.
The name was super clever. I'm glad it
He's
went
a
to
good
a guy.
He's a guy who posts a lot of videos too, so it's not like it was going to some guy that might get them and like he's not going to use them.
Yeah.
And he's from the UK, so the company that makes the sets, chances of him buying those picks are slim to nil. So it's actually a really good prize that it went to him. I'm glad it went to him.
Good.
No, it was good. It was a good smash. To get tracking, man, though.
That's almost what I was thinking, Rick, too. Like the fucking, it's just random comments almost. Like, next thing you know, it's gonna be like cheeseburger. Next thing you know, it's gonna be like, I don't know, grandma's fucking chicken salad, or
sweet potato pie.
That's not food related or nothing like that, but.
Well, there's a food called sweet potato pie.
Oh yeah.
So it's almost directly food related. Some may say.
It's Sarah GH. Yeah, it could very well be Sarah GH.
What's that?
Sarah GH is a fucking, to me, she's a legend. So, man, this is how awesome Sarah GH is to me in my mind. So this girl on Marco's stream came hot and heavy with some comments like blah 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 blah, and it was the comments were so great. All out of a sudden, Marco like fucking mods her, and you know what she says? I don't want to be modded. Take it away. Blah, blah, blah. That's how fucking Sarah GH is.
I don't want to be your mod.
Yeah, no, I thought that was fucking classic. That was a classic move, and
then he said, "Take it."
And ever since then, Sarah GH has earned so much respect. She's like boss level. She's like boss level. Like Sarah GH is everywhere, or a basic minded individual. We were at 7, now we're 6. Maybe we offended basic art drawing, and
no offense intended.
He would write back Rusty skateboard to that or something. I don't know. I don't know what about would write. Dead poop. Does your beard get in the way of eating out of a bowl? You're obviously thinking like more cartoonish, not like the real way that someone would eat out of a bowl. We have spoons and we bring it up to our mouths. We're not dogs.
Up until yesterday, though, when I needed to shave though bad yesterday, man. When I was drinking my beer, almost every time I was done drinking a beer, man, I'd have like beer in my mustache.
I pointed out your mustache the other day. It just breached the lip a little bit. Breached the lip, and that's like you say, it's a fucking wick.
Yeah.
It's a wick.
It was brutal. I had to shave that shits off.
And then you talk, and you're doing like beer sprinkles.
Yeah, and you're rubbing your...
Talking moistly.
Trying to make your bottom look go underneath the hair.
Oh yeah, you do the touch because it feels weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Remember, what was that? Little Rascals? Oh, yeah.
Tum Tum?
No, it was like Little Rascals. Oh, yeah. No, was it? No. The Sandlot. One of the guys on the Sandlot team was called Yeah, because he always say Yeah.
I don't remember him, but I remember the movie.
Come on, somebody watch it. Rick too. You watch The Sandlot so many times.
The dog at the end, man. The baby.
One of them's called Yeah, because he fucking says Yeah to everything.
It sounds familiar. I'm just saying I can't vividly remember it.
I almost want to say he has his like fucking hair slicked back almost.
He's an actor that was in other movies. He was really young in that movie.
I don't know. Do you think he's the one that made it, even though you don't even
No, he
remember
didn't
what I'm
make it.
talking
He
about?
was in other. He was in other like as a kid. He was in other movies, man. I think he's like. Isn't he the same kid, man? No, maybe not. Is he the same kid, man? That's in Dennis the Menace or whatever, man? When the guy when Buddy takes his apple from the backyard or whatever, man. The little kid, man, that pretends he's got the crooked eye. Is it that kid?
Dude,
I can't remember, man. I can't remember. That was a long fucking ass time ago.
I had a burger yesterday and regretted having my stomach aches. My stomach stashed so long.
He had a burger and his stomach aches. Are you vegan?
No. I misread that. I had a burger yesterday and regret having my stash so long. So technically, his stash is like fucking up in his biz when he's eating. Did my first ever Amazon return today. It was easy. They gave you a label to print out. You don't need to pay for postage. Eric too, yeah, man. Amazon returns, yes. Dryden. Everyone needs to know this.
I think if you just see the guy, I think you can tell him you don't want it, and he has to take it back. I think. I thought I heard that. I think Family Guy told me that actually. You don't ever have to accept mail from the mailman. You can say, "No, I don't want this," and you can take it back.
Well, what if it looks beat up like the package?
I don't know, man. You have to Google that shit.
Some of
No,
those
I think you can
like
like say you don't want something. This is what Family Guy did an episode on it where Stewie and Brian were about to leave, and the mailman brought something, and Stewie was like, "It was like 2 months ago when I ordered this. I don't want it anymore." And he gave it to him. He's like, "All right," and he left. And Brian was like, "You can do that." He's like, "Yeah, most people don't realize you can do that, man, but you don't have to accept it. It'll just get credited back to you."
I found Wish weird in a sense because I wished a lot, and it took forever to get there.
I don't know what that means.
Like it's like Amazon, but it's like China and cheaper.
Yeah, but why'd you wish a lot? What do you mean?
Because it's called Wish. It's like the Wish.
Oh, you bought off of Wish a lot?
Bought off of Wish
okay,
a
I
lot.
thought you meant there was like this thing on the thing where like you did so much. Okay.
And one thing I ordered a Lord of the Rings glow in the dark ring.
Yeah.
And yes, they sent me a ring, but it wasn't that. And man, it was crazy. All they did was like send me a picture of the wrong ring, and they're like credited me everything, and I got to keep the wrong ring and everything.
Yeah, because it probably cost them like 30 cents. I have a fucking the Elder one from fucking Harry Potter. I told you that.
Yeah, that's cool.
You should see the spells I cast on people with that.
I'd like to get a Harry Potter item for my oldest daughter.
I like the whole Deathly Hallows thing with that, man.
I want that little music box. You ever seen the little music box being advertised lately?
Yeah. I never seen it advertised, but I know what it is because it's based on the shit. I think that's one of his Horcruxes.
What?
I think that's one of Voldemort's Horcruxes. Maybe not
that. So good that once RV Job has ordered a bunch of phones to use at an event and returned it the next week. Going to order Amazon shit when I'm old and lonely just to talk to someone, then return it.
Hey man, if you just kidnap them, man, then fucking you can have them for days.
There you go. Nick says it. Tater's a wizard casting some spells on people. He's got a wand.
Real deal, Holyfield.
He's got a wand. He can pick locks, and does magic tricks. You want to do a little?
I'm like a gypsy.
You want to do a little finger coin action play right here? You want to show a little? Can you do a little bit of that?
Probably not, but we'll try.
You two a little tipsy.
We'll try. I'm like a walking gypsy. I don't know. My fingers are pretty dry.
If you're a gypsy, you're not a true gypsy. Because if you're a true gypsy, you would ask me for the coin. No, like on the camera so they can see it. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
That's a manipulation right there. Oh, okay.
That's all you really do is like fucking stupid little shit like this, and then you can fucking go like that, and go like that, and then like this. And bring it back.
You brought it back?
Yeah.
Little voila action.
And coins are hard, man.
Yeah, coins are hard. Like you heard the man. Coins are hard. Tater is a Mario Kart wizard. Papa Kale, demodded. I'm gonna demod you.
Man, actually, you should elevate him to like something. What's higher than mod?
What's higher than mod? Do you,
fuck, man, fucking, he can be a tater bug.
do you put warm leftovers in the fridge, or do you wait till it cools down?
No, he probably eats them.
The whole cool down fucking thing. Yes, I don't
What's
want my
the leftover?
I don't want my
That makes a
fridge
big
to work
difference, man.
extra hard. So
What?
yes, I don't want it to be piping hot when I put it in there, but the whole wait till it cools off, I don't give a fuck. I'll put it in there warm.
It depends on the food, man.
Okay, let's say you put a big pot of sauce. That has so much radiant heat.
Sauce has to go in the fridge.
That has so much radiant heat that, you know what I mean? Like,
what about craft dinner, man? Will you eat that out of the pot like 4 hours later? Cold. Yes, you will.
Four's close. Maybe
really,
I'll
eat it the next day, man.
No, not me. Like, okay, do you order pizza? Leave it out in the. So some people order pizza, and then they put it in their oven, and the oven not on. Like, pretty much the oven's a fucking cupboard.
Yeah.
The oven's the cupboard for them overnight.
I heat it for 35 seconds in the
and
microwave.
then the next day they go fucking picking at this pizza, and they're totally fine with that.
I do that, but I heat it for 35 seconds.
To me, that seems outrageous.
You'll never get sick doing that. You're just being paranoid, man.
That seems outrageous.
Man, that thing will be fine for 2 days. You're crazy.
That seems outrageous, dude.
You're nuts. You're just too paranoid of bacteria.
No, that seems silly.
You got to build up some immunity, man.
All camera tricks. Says Papa Kale, so he's seeing right through your fucking.
Of course.
We all edited that. Like, this is not a live stream. We've edited into it. That moment. That was a cut video.
Pop-up video.
O'Doyle rules.
O'Doyle rules.
Yeah, like hot soup in the fridge. Like, I'm just worried about radiant heat. I don't care about the temperature of the item I'm putting in my fridge. Yeah. I just don't want it to be hard on the fridge.
Hey, O'Doyle, I got a whole feeling you and your whole family are going down.
What does that mean?
Billy Madison.
I know. I was almost going to watch that with my kid. You know how I was looking?
My parents watched that with me when it first came out. There's nothing that bad in it, is there?
That's what I was almost thinking.
Unless you
yes
don't want
or no.
your kid watching, like, making out and kissing and stuff. There's making out and kissing.
See, I ended up watching The Upside. Is it? No, it's not The Upside. Is it The Upside?
I don't know what The Upside means.
The Kevin Hart and the fucking Walter White movie.
Never saw it.
I watched that with my youngest daughter fucking last night. Like the guy from Breaking Bad.
Bryan Cranston.
He plays a fucking quadriplegic. Like, you know what I mean? And Kevin Hart's is like fucking little personal butler.
Never saw that.
Man, it's super heartwarming, dude. Like, man, you might cry to this. Like, you might cry to this, dude. Very, very nice.
I don't know if I do that.
You might not. You
know what movie made me cry, man? And like this make me sound like a bitch, probably, man.
No.
You want to know what movie made me cry as an adult, like less than like 5 years ago?
Do tell.
So there's this movie called what's the guy from fucking Indiana Jones and Star Wars?
Harrison?
Yeah, Harrison Ford's in it. And it's called A Dog's Life, man. And it's about like this dog who like it lives a life and then it dies.
You already got me.
And then it goes into another life and then it dies. I come home right drunk from the bar one night, man. Wife's in bed. I'm like, I want to go to the couch and watch some TV. I go and I sit down. I put it on. I'm like, dogs, I'll watch this. Yeah. Clicking on, man. I'm crying full blown in the like I couldn't even handle it, man. It was crazy, man. Great movie. But man, it's like, man, movies about dogs will get you.
Oh, you had a dog obviously in life?
No, man, but fuck, I love animals.
Okay,
man.
okay.
Fuck,
so
man. I mean, I'm not a savage.
2 movies like made me feel my feels. One was 8 Below with Paul Walker.
Never saw that one.
He has like these dogs, and he has to abandon the dogs. Feels so bad about abandoning the dogs, and he risks his life to save the dogs. And the other one is like something like Racing in the Rain, where it's like this race car driver, race car driver's life, but in the eyes of a dog. Both dog movies, man. And the dog gets you in your feel, dude.
Well, man, it's because it's like crazy. It's like, man, people like It's like I was listening to this guy, man, like talking about like the different like I forget what his name was, man, but he was talking about like how movies have been perfected over the years. Like when you look at how movies like were originally made, we perfected how to tell a story in a movie to really like
Yeah.
to really get at everybody. And they're like, for some reason, they keep trying to emulate that in video games. Is basically it was his conversations like, and we haven't figured out how to do that quite well in video games. Like we can make a good story, but we can't captivate people like in a movie. And like dogs is one of the main way, man. Like if a human being sees like its owner who has an attachment to a dog, all the dog has to do is defend his owner, man. And we're fucking like, you
Man.
got me, man. You got me, man.
Let's
That
try-
dog's a stud.
Let's turn off the stream. I got the idea. A John Wick video game. You know who John Wick's full revenge
How is
for his
there no
dog?
John Wick video game, man? That's prime for a first person.
You know what I
shooter.
mean? Like, and it's a dog revenge, like where everything goes. Like, oh, you kill my dog, anything goes. Like,
I think the last thing the last guy says when he kills him in the first one, man, is it was just a fucking dog.
no,
I think he shoots a fucking
that's
dog.
the wrong thing to say, bro.
Man, he's the best, man. Matrix and John Wick are my two favorite movies, trilogies, man. And before that, I used to think that guy was a moron, man, and he's a stud.
Roasted chicken, Nick. This is a roasted chicken sandwich.
From
And
where? Where's that from, man? Because you have it in a funny bag.
Irving, it's a fucking lumberjack.
Oh, the one up
by
Shoots?
Shooters, yeah. Oh man, it's yeah, it's the bomb.
Yeah, man.
Did you cry at Toy Story 3?
No, I never saw it.
Mm,
I cried in the theater at Lion King though when Mufasa died. for
okay,
sure.
to say cry, no. Like, you know what I
Watered
mean?
up?
A few movies
You
where,
rolled up?
but I'm sensitive. Like, yes, I might have like you like
I gotta go to the bathroom.
asked me a question at the wrong time, and I'd be like, no, I'm okay. Like, you know, the voice is all dry and wrong because you're like all choked up almost from not crying but keeping it in.
I definitely cried the first time I saw Titanic too. I was like 10, you know what I mean? Like, fuck, I had no, 10 or 11. I got no fucking qualms in saying that, man.
See, I've seen
I cried in a lot of movies, man. Movies can sometimes get to me because I get really into movies. I love movies, man. Like, I can really get into them, man. I'm not a guy when the movie's on. I don't like it when people are talking and not watching it. Like, they really get me, man. And fucking, if it's sad, man, I'll well up. But that crying, like in that dog movie, man, I had my head in the pillow weeping, man.
Yeah.
Like making the noises, man. I never ever did that, like ever. Like going, never ever did that before. I was hammered, you know. Hammed.
Which one was that one?
A Dog's Life, man. I think they made a second one, man. If you want to
Like
fucking
a cartoon?
no, man. It's just about a dog, man. The dog like
Oh, with yes.
Harrison Ford, man. So the guy has a dog when he's a kid, right?
Yeah.
And the dog ends up keep getting reincarnated and like it goes through these different lives.
Yeah.
And some of them are horrible lives.
Yeah.
And then one time he ends up being, I think he's like the dog is like doesn't have an owner, but he sees his own owner like 30 years later, you know what I mean? When he's like 50 something, you know what I mean? He knows it's him. So
Yeah.
he runs up to him and he's barking at him, and the guy doesn't even recognize the dog at the end. And then eventually the dog's able to do stuff to make him realize, like, hey, and then the guy's like, is that you? And then, like, there's like a little trick he does, I think, where he holds up the football and the dog runs at him and he jumps and takes the football. And it's like, but like, there's one scene where in one of the dog's lives, he's like an abused dog, you know what I mean? That was the one that got me, man. You know, because I don't like fucking cruelty to animals, man, at all, in any way, shape, or form. To me, that's just right up there with rape and murder, man. If you abuse animals, man, you're a fucking scumbag piece of shit.
And it is up there. Like, you know what I mean? Like in Canada, like if you hurt an animal, like the laws are just as harsh.
I mean, you poach a moose, it's worse than killing a person.
The Toy Story video where they extended the movie on the killer conveyor belt was the best.
I never saw that. Did you see that?
That's a scene that swelled my eyes with tears. So yeah, it is a thing. We need a watching Titanic reaction video or Dog's Story, Dog's Life.
It would have been just me drunk on the couch in the dark crying to a pillow. But man, that's a good movie though, man. If you guys like movies like that, man, you like a little bit of drama, man, you're in a movie, you want to watch a good movie, man, that can pluck on the heartstrings, man, that's a good one, man.
I look it up, dude.
Not bad. It's not bad, man. I
Like
told my
said,
wife
I like
about
it.
that. She 100% knows too. I told her the next day. I was like, "Fuck, man, I watched this movie, man. It made me cry and shit." You know what I mean? She was like, "Well, I'm not watching it."
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, because like, I definitely will well up in a movie, man. If something sad happens. Another thing that touches me in movies a lot too, man, is stuff that happens with a guy and his dad. Like if a guy and a dad are having like a heartwarming moment in a movie, that hits me too, man. I don't like that stuff. You know what I mean? Like that's what I said. Movies know how to fucking do it, man.
They
know how
do.
to
They
it.
do twist. They
Yeah.
do twist their heartstrings. They do.
Yeah,
twist
they know
their
how to
heartstrings.
do it. Get her done.
Man. Okay. Are you a Sheila Booth fan?
Yeah. Well. Yeah, I like a couple of his movies.
Oh,
for sure.
Sheila Booth.
Or Sheila. Yeah, I like Sheila. Sheila
Was it like
LaBeouf?
Peanut Butter Falcon?
No, I don't know his abstract. I know like that.
No, this one's worthwhile. Like he like befriends a Down syndrome
Lawless was on.
guy,
Is he young?
and they have adventures together. No, this is like I don't know, a couple years old, man. What a great movie! Like what a friendship and bond, like a bonding movie. Like it's like, oh man.
Did you see Lawless?
Yes, with
the brothers
Sheila
in the
Booth.
moonshine and stuff.
Yeah, and
there's a part
Tom Hardy.
Yeah, there's a part at the start of that, man, that fucking it ends up working out, but that you get a little sad at the start of that at one time.
Oh yeah. No, that was a great movie.
Yeah. No spoiler alerts here.
I only cry when I see videos of dudes getting married in shitty situation, or they get their kids from a bad divorce.
It's like a funeral.
Did Tater cry when Jack was drawing Rose's boobs?
When what?
Jack was drawing Rose's boobs on the Titanic.
No.
I'm
trying to remember I'm trying to remember the scene that made me that probably welled me up in that. I mean, it was probably realistically like when he was dying, but I don't know. I don't know. A long time ago, man.
Dryden
agrees.
agrees.
Like 97.
Agree with Tater. It's a lot more impactful when a man cries for a good reason.
Yeah.
And man,
there's very few things that'll touch a dude, man. But like in a movie, man, a guy and his father, a guy with his brothers, a man and his dog, like things like that really can get to a dude, man. It's like, man, or a wife and kids and stuff. I don't have kids, but like I can imagine that's the same.
Even the action movies, I like a good revenge-based action movie. Where you give me a reason enough to be revengeful enough, where the laws don't matter at this point.
Like Taken.
Yeah, like
Taken. Specific skills. And then he goes over and just starts popping.
Denzel Washington, Equalizer was amazing. Yeah. Fucking John Wick was amazing.
John Wick was amazing, yeah. Well, to be fair, you can't really justify his breaking the law. I mean, he was just basically like fucking.
Yeah.
He could have stopped after John Wick 1, man. Probably just went to like the Caribbean or something like that. Shaved his head. Series over.
Papa Kale, I wouldn't say just randomly cry over watching TV for no reason, but
no,
yeah, some TV is edited enough that it does get in your feels.
I was just about to say, I was like, I would never cry watching TV. There's
there's some great TV shows out there. Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you one right now that I can remember for sure. One episode of one TV show that everybody's fucking watched, man, that actually made me well up. I didn't like bawl or anything, but it made me well up, and it was the episode of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, where his dad comes back and he's a trucker and he's supposed to take Will on the road, and then he doesn't show up to pick him up.
Why did I be at that, Uncle Phil? And he does a big flip
he's like crying in the living room. He has a present for his dad, man.
Yeah.
Fucking Uncle Phil's there, like trying to be his dad or whatever. He's like, why doesn't he want me? That was a heartbreaking scene, man. That was pretty rough. It was a good scene. That was a TV scene that made me well up. And I think Family Matters probably had a couple, but I mean, I can't remember. I imagine I welled up in Family Matters a couple times.
Only during crazy, impressive events. SpaceX launch, when you can see the guys who made it. I actually cried during so I was a Gold Rush fan like crazy. Like Gold Rush, a show. And then when they had like that Parker memorial thing about his father. Oh, Parker, I love you, Parker. There's a Grandpa Schnabel. Oh, Parker, I love you, Parker. Can't believe you. Hey, I love you, Parker. That welted me up, man. That was a strong bond they had, and I was picturing me and my grandpa, and
yeah, man, that's rough.
You know what I mean?
If
That
I can-
that got to be, and that was TV. That was straight up TV.
I
right?
do well up if I if I ever talk about like my relatives and stuff that have passed or whatever, I'll well up too. Like if I'm talking to the wife and stuff like that, you know what I mean? That stuff's hard, man.
And if you guys don't know, man, I'm pretty sure I nailed that fucking Grandpa Parker Schnabel fucking impression.
I never seen that.
I'm pretty sure I nailed it. I nailed it.
I don't know.
Nailed it. Big Fish by Tim Burton is a great dad-son movie. Yes, it is.
Never saw
that. To tell big tales. I forget who's in it, but what's your favorite Brad Pitt movie? Johnny Azul says 12 Monkeys, Inglourious Bastard.
Oh, well, is that really a Brad Pitt movie? I mean, he's in it, but I mean, like, everybody shares like a lot of glory in that movie.
Rick 2 says you got a hard on for Laura from Family Matters.
Oh yeah, I mean, he heard me say that before. I definitely do. I definitely do. Yeah. She's one of the oldest. Wow. Non-fuzzies, man. She's one of the oldest non-fuzzies.
Bazinga.
Well, Laura fucking.
Tater needs to listen to Cats in the Cradle.
And the Silver Spoon.
The little boy blue and the man on the moon.
When you're coming home, Dad, I don't know when.
We'll be together then, son. And that was definitely not it.
What was the other thing I was trying? Oh, a favorite Brad Pitt movie? You know what? I really do. I like him in the Ocean's movies.
I'm trying to think. Like, he's been in so many good movies. Like,
he has been in a lot of good movies, man. But I do like him in the Ocean movies too a lot.
Oh yeah, he's
good. In
everyone's great in those.
Interview with a Vampire, he's good in it. You know what I mean? But what's the other one there, man? Where my wife, she loves that.
Oh, there you go, Nick.
Something of the Wild.
Nick, man, few more comments like that, you're getting mod here. He says you nailed that impression. I know exactly the scene you're talking about fucking Parker Schnabel's fucking grandfather. Oh, Parker, I love you, Parker. Oh, you know, Parker. Yeah, it's nailing it. I'm nailing it, dude. Fight Club is mine. Oh, Fight Club. Dude. That's a great one.
Seven. Seven's my favorite. With him and Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, Morgan.
The serial killer there, man. Yeah. 7, man, based on the 7 deadly sins. That's probably my favorite.
And that's when Andy Dufresne knew that he was all fucked up. You know what I mean?
We gotta have some love for 7 in there, even if it's not your favorite. That throaty voice. Yeah, he loves your impression.
No, I think you said that too soon. I don't think that was Morgan Freeman.
No, I think that was Parker related.
Yeah, but I nailed Grandpa. I nailed fucking Parker's fucking grandfather. And I used to do a great fucking
Shawshank.
I used to do a great fucking
Morgan Freeman. Yeah,
Todd Hoffman's dad. That old nasally voice, the Hoffman's dad, that got his teeth kicked in and has got like fucking wooden teeth now. Like, I would have to hear it again to nail it, but I used to do a great Todd Hoffman's dad too.
Fucking Bragatha Christie.
I'm talking about Gold Rush impressions or something to brag about.
Yeah.
Man, I do great voices on a TV show that most people don't watch.
Yeah. And sometimes they're the best.
Yeah, the Hoffmans annoy the fuck out of me too, man. Harmonica is good.
The Gypsy Fighter from Snatch. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know he what's
I've had for my mom's Kevin fan. I'm gonna get a fucking part of my mom's
the director's name? Guy Ritchie.
Guy Ritchie, yeah.
So when he made Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, man, Brad Pitt loved that movie so much, man. He went to him. He said, "Man, the next movie you fucking do, you got to find a role for me, man. I want in your next movie or whatever." And that's how he became the Gypsy in Snatch, man. Because like
Guy Ritchie's almost like a fucking.
He loved that.
Let's call him like a side Tarantino, like very niche, very violent, and like lovely movies.
Yeah, they're great movies.
Jay Green Bomb 85 in the motherfucking.
Green Mile's good too. In the his.
The Green Mile is amazing too.
That is a good.
Why? Who made that one? That wasn't Richie.
No, but when Johnny Azul mentioned Shawshank, and when he mentioned Shawshank, for some reason I can't think of Shawshank without thinking of Green Mile. I think they're both based off of a Stephen King.
Yeah, no, they are Stephen King novels. Yeah, 100%.
I don't. That's probably why, like, when I hear one, I think of the other. And Tom Hanks is my favorite. There's very few movies Tom Hanks has ever been in that I don't think are fantastic.
Diabetes Wilford Brimley just passed away. If you know what that means, that's from Johnny Azul. Is that Seinfeld or is that something?
I don't know people's names. I've told you this a lot, man. I don't know their names, man.
Snatch.
What did you say his name was, though? He might have said the actual name.
Diabetes Wilford Brimley just passed away.
It's not ringing a bell.
No. What do you think of Madonna? Madonna?
Fantastic.
I think as far as for a young man enjoying the pleasure of a cougar category on a pornographic site, Madonna like almost hits all the things. Like she's a fit old lady, and
blonde cougar MILF freak.
Nailed it with dance moves, pelvic thrusts, and everything. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I bet you I bet you she could gyrate on a picker.
Yeah, man. She'll lap dance you first too.
Yeah. If she does, she done it to Dennis Rodman. You know what I mean?
That's true. We may need to see some paperwork.
Nick, you like dogs? Fuck, we love dogs.
You like apples? How do you like them apples?
How do you like them apples? Did you see? Did you see the newest Guy Ritchie movie, The Gentleman? Yeah, The Gentleman was awesome.
I never saw it.
It's on Netflix.
I'll watch it.
Watch it.
I'm putting
watch it.
Note it.
Caught you fellas as I popped open my first beer. Good. We're many fishes. We're many beers in there. Fish Hunter LL. AL. Holy shit. There go. Point proven.
What is this?
I can't read.
He's either a Fish Hunter. What's that? Alabama or Alaska? Or.
No, he said it last time.
American League, maybe.
No, he said it last time. It's.
Oh, maybe his first name's Al. He's just Fish Hunter Al.
Madonna works out too much. She's too scared. I've been Googled Madonna.
Man, she's an old doll, man.
Not attractive. Yeah, Nick don't like her.
Well, man, how old is she? Let's show some respect.
Madonna not handling COVID well. Weirdo tweets. And that's fine. You can't lock away a fucking jewel of a vagine like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she has slept with the most top notches of celebrity, and now what? She's locked in her door. Like, if you share an apartment building with her, here's your chance, boy.
That's a COVID-19.
You probably get her on Wednesday.
That's a COVID-19 picture. You're telling me fucking.
No, that's no. I don't think that's current, is it?
It says that's for a COVID-19 article. See, Madonna calls COVID-19 the great equalizer.
I don't know. That could be a stock picture. She'd probably.
Well, I googled Madonna 2020. Well, okay, there's another one. You'd be into that one. Well, they're all fine.
The USA isn't handling COVID well.
No, that's fucking the understatement of the fucking century.
Yeah, of the century.
Of the century, for sure.
It's
you boys need to start locking down states, man. Like, why are you guys letting all the states go together? Lock down like 4 or 5 around each other, man. Then just slowly open it up, man. Once you get the numbers dialed down, man.
But I also think it's just a mass. Like, everyone's on top of each other, and we're more spread out.
Oh, of course. Well, they got more people too, but I mean, right now, I'm just saying, like, if me and you were in Florida, I mean, we can probably go to Washington. You know what I mean? That's like in the other corner of the country, you know?
Like, I know your backyard. You could far throw an apple and possibly not hit a fella. Like, you know what I mean? From my yard, I can far throw an apple and possibly not hit some. Like, you know, I mean, we're not all on top of each other down here.
I think the little smaller quarantines would work though, man. You just have to find the states that all heavily rely on each other, man, and allow those states to still do like you can't just shut off each state to itself. Like I don't think that's the right thing to do. But like I don't know the states very well in their proximity, but
Almost like make agreements between each
well,
other.
I think like California, New Mexico, and Texas are close together, so I'll use those as an example. I think they're pretty close to each other. So say you just said, okay, well those three states for the next like 2 weeks, we're gonna have a quarantine lockdown on just those three states. And then once you get the numbers dialed back and everybody's under control, and then the numbers start to go down a little bit like a roller coaster, you open it up to another like 3 states, and then the numbers are obviously gonna spike. But then you can ride them back down again because it's manageable, and then you can open it up a little further, and you just got to keep doing it slowly, man. You can't just open everything back up, man. Not possible.
Tate,
Impossible.
2021. Instead of Trump, it's going to be Tate.
I'll fix you boys, man. First Canadian president.
You know what you should do with that? You should send an email.
To who? To my wife?
Yeah.
Because even she'd roll her eyes when she read it.
Dryden is saying my town is one of the highest growing corona spots in Cali. So that's not good. We're a town of 90K. See where we're. Yeah, cases are rising in
We're a
San
big city
Fran.
of like 90K.
Don't visit anyone soon. Although I want to go shooting soon. I'm gonna join in, bud.
Well, a lot of their shit, man. Didn't you say that a lot of them are still in like pretty good lockdowns down there?
Yeah, like Johnny doesn't have the same liberties as we have. I know that much. So remember when we were like quarantine, like pretty hardcore, like
yeah, like the government didn't want us to talk to each other.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's still like that for him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yes, he's running to the store briefly with a mask on, just like getting the bare necessities. You know what I mean? It's different. It's still.
I fix all your problems in 10 years, guys. 10 years.
It's only like two 4-year terms, though.
Not if I fucking start running.
You're gonna change the rules already.
You know what I mean?
Johnny doesn't live too far away from me. What liberties don't we have? Man, like we're not 2019, but close here.
Yeah, we were able to do a lot, man. You barely except for places closing a little earlier and maintaining 6 feet, almost everything's open.
Fisher Hunter works at LAX airport in LA. A lot of us workers got sick in January, February. We all noticed something was up. So technically, you got God's vaccine, pretty much, is what you're saying. You're saying you pretty sure you and your bros already got it. Bars, gyms, bartenders still use here. No indoors dining.
Yeah, a lot of indoors dining here. They just space out the tables. At a lot of the bars here, when you order your beer, they'll have like a plexiglass where you have to order your beer from. And a lot of the bars will have, the bartenders are all wearing masks and stuff. And when you walk in, you have to sanitize your hands as soon as you walk in and then sign a book so that they know if something were to happen there or something like that, then everybody who could possibly be contacted with it.
And that's all I have to say to every time Tater said have to.
You don't have to. They want you to. They won't make you.
They ask you to.
Can you also agree that the only reason that you don't do it is because you were definitely in all those bars within the last 2 weeks anyways? If something breaks out, you just know that you probably were
I'll be like, yeah. I'm on the list. I
don't sign the main book because I always throw the loony and sign the loony book at the bar. So it's like, well, man, they know I was in here that day, and let's face it anyways, man. They can basically say, I don't think 48 hours goes by without us seeing him.
I've broken my COVID bubble to get eggplant wet. I have a quarantine call.
That sounds filthy, man. You broke to get his eggplant wet, eh?
I still kind of smoke.
That's what the fuck?
What kind of smokes do you? What?
What kind of smokes do we smoke?
Yeah.
Canadian Classics.
John Players.
Le Canadien, the classic de Le Canadien.
I don't like how they changed their packs to all look the same. Yeah, the gray shit. The old darkness. The old darkness.
Even in French,
Yeah.
it's still the same.
Same wording and everything.
Weird?
Flip it, flip it, flip it.
How come they don't change the name on the French side? It's weird, eh?
I'm gonna put a fucking complaint to our government.
I think you should. What if you want to speak
Rick
French?
2, that's awesome. Hopefully worth the risk. Ashley and I just got super sick after going to a Super Bowl party with our friends.
See, like, I don't want to jump to conclusions, but around here, you're probably pretty safe doing tasks. I mean,
who just got back from?
They had a big buffet, man, the other day up at Shooters, man. There was fucking probably 40 people in there, man. And fucking.
That's what I mean. So Dryden thinks he already got it.
Antibodies.
And that's almost a great way to live. Like, you know what I mean? Like Dryden probably lives his life freely. Like he's already got it. He's got the fucking God vaccine.
Well, that's when people tell me not to bite my fingernails. I'm like, do you have any idea how much bacteria I've been exposed to over my life by biting my fingernails?
You know what you have to do online one time? People need to see you cut it with a knife.
Oh yeah, I already got a nail growing too, man. It's almost ready anyway. Almost any time. And I'll be able to show you how it's already wedged up in the toe and how I rip that chunk out, and then I can show you the hook on the end.
Yeah, people want to see that for some reason.
It's easy peasy Japanese, man. Fucking nail clippers. Pull out your switchblade and fucking cut them shits.
Are your nails weak? Like, I have strong nails.
No, you just go from the middle. It's all in the technique, buddy, man. You can crack a lobster with a fucking with a butter knife, man. Like, what do you mean?
That's some pretty long toenails. You want a knife mine?
Yeah.
I don't think I want that.
I bet you don't.
I don't think I want that.
I'd need some gloves. It'd be like on fucking Dumb and Dumber when you got the sand grinder on fucking Jim Carrey's.
Well, I did that at Tony's shop.
Oh, I saw that.
It's very similar to that.
It's not dissimilar.
Correct. We're camping when Ashley had a real bad. She couldn't breathe right. She was so sick. So, yeah, it sounds like they did get it. They did get it.
I haven't known anybody, man, who's had it. Knock on wood.
Ferg had a weird walking pneumonia.
Man, around here, it's a big thing for people to say that they've had it, though. People are like, oh, I think I had it back in October. It's like, man, there wasn't even a known case in the province back in fucking October, man.
Unless you went to that corner store, Wu-Tang Lu. Like, you know, all of our corner stores are fucking, you know.
I think the boys that all said they had it back then just had a bad, you just got sick, man, over the fall, man. You didn't have it. You know what I mean? There's no way you had it, man. Did your mom get it? Because if you had it, man, you were like, oh, did your wife get it and almost get sick? You know what I mean? Like, I got 5 buddies, man, who all swear they had it. And it's like, man, you really think so, boys? Ridiculous.
You're over here on the internet discouraging, buddies' ailments?
No.
Sounds like you are.
No, they're American. It's a legitimate risk there. I'm just saying, man, around here, I'm just saying that sometimes people get sick and they say that they had it. I'm not saying that. I'm not fucking discrediting anything down there, man. The cases are popping.
No, I'm just
all
saying
over.
Down here, if
everywhere's else in the world, man. We live in bumblefuck, man. There's
there's been cases. It's not like it's been.
When was the last new case around here?
No,
actually, I think one just happened, maybe.
No, we're still rocking. We're still high scoring.
Just killing it, man.
Just fucking killing this shit.
Might take 2020 or 2024.
Is that why? Is that the next one?
Yeah, man.
Well, they just didn't have an election.
It's coming up, bro.
So yeah, 2021.
No, it'll be before that. He'll get inaugurated in 2021, I believe, but the election is before 2020.
Well, you think Trump's gonna fucking be back?
No, but it's a man either way, so you can say he'll be inaugurated either way. But I don't think Trump will win unless he's in the midst of doing some very shady activities that may allow him to give himself an advantage to help him compete. But I really don't think he'll win. I think
he's in with Russia. Is that what you're talking about?
No, I think he's just trying. Like, I think he's doing some shit with the post office now to make it so people can't mail in votes and stuff like that, and all this crazy weird shit and stuff like that. There's a bunch of things he's trying to do. I think he'll be the first president in a long time to not serve 2 terms.
We'll see how it works out.
Yeah, exactly, man. I'm curious to see, man. It's just a fucking reality show for me at this day and age, man.
Fish Hunter, fun fact: my birthday was on 4/20.
Oh, just like Hitler.
Yeah, just like. Well, sorry, dude. Yeah, it is just like Hitler. 1988, and that's 420. That's 420. That's 20 times 4 plus 2 times 4.
You know that equals.
There's almost some weird math in there too for the.
What?
For
What
the
is
year.
it? What year?
1988. So it's like 4 times 20 is 80.
Yeah.
And then 2 times 4 is the 8. So it's almost like you flip flop this, do the crisscross fucking math to it.
You are like Rain Man. Why'd they call him Rain Man?
I don't know. Hot water burn baby. We have to see what our antibodies test besides that sickness have been sick. So yeah. Trump should hire Tater to
rehabilitate
his image.
Rehabilitate his image, yeah. Rehabilitate, son.
Hey, birthday week buddies. Yeah, you got that.
If I was president, I would hire Trump to be my chief financial officer and to make America as much money as possible, with me to have the alternate right to say, no, that's bad. But really, the only thing I think he should have anything to do with is money.
He has been so great with so many businesses.
Money. No, even for the country, he's made the country some money, man. He's fucked over China a little bit. He's made them some money. You know what I mean? But all of his other decisions, man, are a little bit questionable from another country's perspective.
Trump has failed at business quite a few times. Has failed at companies. He went bankrupt a few times.
You telling me if you had his network,
hey, stop. Because I've still got your back. I still got your back.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
You learn from your mistakes. You learn from your mistakes. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of good. Like, to me, the fact that he failed a few times early on is almost good. Like, you learn from your mistakes, right?
That's true, but a lot of the failures they try to say that were failures to him were really just like business decisions. You know what I mean? It's like, man, if every year your net worth's over fucking, even if it was just over $1 million, who gives a fuck how many businesses you own? Who gives a fuck how many of them go bankrupt? It doesn't matter, man. If you have over $1 million every year going into your bank account, fucking pound sand, man. It doesn't even matter. He's good at making money, man, but he's shitty at making fucking decisions and speaking on behalf of the country, man, because he's just shit.
He's a highlight reel. He's a highlight reel of goofiness, is what he is.
I do like the way that I think it's going down there, though, man. I think that like they're gonna start letting more like, the fact that he became president is like good for it a little bit. Is like more people that like don't have to be like like more independence, maybe like, you know, people like, oh, they take votes away from other people, but I think it's good to take votes away from fucking Republicans and Democrats, just for the simple fact that they both hold on to stuff that I don't even think they believe in. Like, there's no way every Republican believes in everything all Republicans believe in. There's no way all Democrats believe in everything all Democrats believe in.
Yeah.
I mean, it just seems silly. Like, that nobody's out there and go, yeah, I believe in that, and I believe in that.
No one's textbook. No one's textbook.
They're just like, no, what do we believe in? What's the book? What's the list? And then they go on it. You know what I mean? It's fucking silly. It doesn't make any sense at all, man. And the whole system, anyways, is just, it's set up to keep the whole country divided. The fact that there's Republicans and Democrats and you guys care so much about them, man, it's like the whole country right off the bat is divided in at least 2 right there. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, why would you divide them like that? We don't care that much. I didn't even know who the prime minister was for like 2 years, man, after fucking Stephen Harper got in, man. That's how little fucking I care about politics.
Trudeau. Yeah,
Trudeau's, yeah, you had to ask who's the prime minister.
I was going to, but then my own brain went to work.
Like, man, like we don't even fucking know. We don't
I don't
even
even
pay
care.
attention.
I remember Frank McKenna.
If it wasn't
Frank McKenna is the
if it
prime.
wasn't for COVID, I wouldn't know Blaine Higgs' name.
Yeah, because I guess Blaine Higgs is doing a fucking amazing
Yeah, he's doing a good job for New Brunswick right now. But I mean, I wouldn't even know his fucking name, man. If it wasn't for this shit, because nothing ever changes,
Do
man.
you like harmonica music?
Why, you got some Dead Poop originals?
No, but Dryden offered to play harmonica in the background.
Yes, let's do this.
All right. So Dryden, what should I do? Anyways, I'll put you a low speaker in the background if you want a harmonica a little bit.
You trying to figure out what to do? Click on that little.
No, I'm just waiting for Dryden to tell me. Highway to the danger zone. Did you really lose your marbles?
They're in that
No,
jar over there.
no, they're right here. They're rusty as fuck, though.
Oh, rusty marbles.
They're rusty as fuck.
Those are probably like BBs from like fucking the War of 1812 or something.
No, they're look, there's old weed plants that I had in there. Like I put like weed, like look at the stems.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I've had this for a while. Call me on Discord. Boom. So this is internet. Yeah, I can hear you.
This way we don't get charged $30 in like a minute, whatever it was last time.
Oh man, that was silly. That was silly.
Can't you speakerphone it?
Thank you for
This is speakerphone.
What do you? Oh yeah, man, fucking nice stash, brother, man. You can tell you're
No.
putting some work in on that.
No, now speaker. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me better?
Yeah. How do I
Yeah,
sound?
That
yeah.
is speakerphone. Bam. Yeah, that's actual speakerphone. Ha.
Nice.
Huh.
So I got a special 20 harmonica. It's a Kia D. I'll throw my video on it if you want to see it. You guys can see it. You don't have to show everyone else.
Did you
Yeah,
guys see
I'm staring
the
right at it.
explosion in Beirut? Yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
there you
silly.
Look
Put
at that
him
friggin'
closer to the
beast.
mic.
Are
Yeah.
you doing?
Oh,
she's
yeah.
in the background. You can say hi to her.
Look
There
at
she is. There she is.
look at the six stash. No,
Man, how do I get no better? Oh, this way.
You're gonna block that light out.
no, it shines
Sorry,
through.
I'm
The
just-
the stash shines through.
I'm just too
See a
white.
little bit of it there. The old Heinemann.
Yeah, I drank enough beers, so I can give you a nice little. Quick
You fire some wax in that bad boy or what? You wax that guy up?
No, this is just natural training. Just
Jeez.
Just twirls,
Although
just
I do-
twirls.
That's a natural grooming.
I
It's
got
like a
some- I got
bonsai
some
plant.
wax Here. I bought it recently.
Nice.
Little tiny wax.
Yeah, Johnny Azul likes to look. He likes the mustache.
Thank you. I know
Mustachio.
Johnny's in my fucked up chat, so.
Yeah, the explosion in Beirut. Yeah, I saw that.
That was crazy. I don't know if there's nothing nefarious about that explosion, but
He's about to bust out some jammies.
yeah, you're gonna play some harmonica a little with it.
Yeah, I'll give it a go. Let me know if it's horrible. Let me know if it's alright.
Does the song have a name? Is this an original?
No, I'm just gonna go for it.
Yeah, just give her, man. Fucking
There's no
freestyle.
song names.
Freestyle this shit.
Yeah,
Would you like a little bit of? I'll do some boogie blues.
Yes.
yeah, boogie blue.
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah, cool. Solo, go for it.
No, I
No, you can't.
was just doing the.
Yeah. He's your hype harmonica.
No, like I was saying, I can't blow the one notes. No.
That's a Ray Charles song, isn't it? Is it?
It's a what?
Is that a Ray Charles song?
This is just. I'm just.
From
fucking around.
I
No,
think
man,
I
it
had.
reminded me of one anyways. It almost sounds like what I would imagine if his piano sounded like on harmonica. Nice
Yeah.
little fucking
See,
shit
so
like that.
Nick also thinks nefarious. He thinks it's a bomb, and not what it's an accent.
Not a French
Trump
accent.
said the same thing. Trump said his general said it looked like a bomb too.
Yeah.
Poly munition storage, a lot of militia. I agree, Nick. There's something super sus.
Yeah.
I do, and Rick too. I do need harmonica lessons.
What's the main
I'm
country
just
that's in
dibble
again, man?
dabbing.
Beirut's in where? Where's Beirut again? That's in a
Near Cyprus.
is that? Do they have wars there and stuff? Like where? Like who would have done that? Was it supposedly terrorists or like are they like at war with some other country?
Fucking Carol Baskins.
Tom Green? Did Tom Green do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lebanon.
Oh, Lebanon? Is that where it is?
All right. Hey.
Oof.
Yeah.
Hey, Dryden, give me that heartbroken blues riff.
Ooh. Do you want to hear my super low harmonica that my grandfather gave me?
Is your grandfather still living?
Unfortunately not. He was a badass World War II vet.
Then of course, then I cannot deny a dead man's harmonica.
Ooh, super low.
Oh shit, boys. That you're like, it's too intense. It's amazing sound, man. It sounds like from the bayou, but
Made me think of my grandpa.
it's almost too amazing for your mic or my mic because
I wish I
it
had something from my grandpa.
it
I
cut
could
out a
carry
little
on
bit.
like that.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you see, I got the headset on, so it's
Hey?
kind of loud.
I wish I had something from my grandpa to carry on like that.
Oh, and that's awesome, man. Like that had a great sound. That had a great sound, dude.
Yeah, it's super low, like super like.
Super vibratey, super vibratey.
Just like the simple, just like the single blow through it, like. It just sounds nice and low.
Did you start growing that mustache for Movember and then you just kept it going?
No, this was my. I shaved my head and my face for Corona when it first started.
Oh, really? Oh,
But,
crazy.
you can see that
Yeah.
my mullet's going pretty bad. Sorry about that.
No, you
You gotta get some steps in there.
yeah.
Oh, I know you're showing me. Yeah, it's not that good.
It switched.
Well, see, I gotta stop moving around.
There you go.
There we go.
Yeah. Yeah, no. So I can get in the frame.
This is the only technology I have. This is the only technology I have. Like,
Andy
you know what I mean?
Dufresne.
Andy Dufresne. But
That's
hey,
damn good.
hey, Dryden, good mustache, great harmonica. But man, I'm gonna sign out and keep on keeping on.
Oh yeah.
Peace,
that's
brother.
it. I wanted to play for you because I had just enough to drink. I had to do it.
Man,
that
it was a
awesome,
pleasure,
bro.
man.
Very talented.
The second one,
Mustache.
it did
And
cut out a
harmonica.
few spots, but man, the sound was amazing. But the first one was like, it didn't cut out, and yeah, it was amazing also. Like
The last part was deadly.
double
See
amazing.
you, bro. Well, you'll be on here.
Good to see you both.
Yeah,
Love you
you
guys.
too, bro.
All right.
Love you too, bro.
Love you. Have a good evening.
Bow, bow, now, now. We got Johnny Azul. There's a lot of political bullshit internally, and they don't get along with their southern neighbor. I'm sure there's already tons of conspiracy theories. Yeah, probably.
For what?
Oh, just I think the upcoming election is going to be like, know what I can't wait for? I don't think it's happened yet. The debates. Have you watched the Hillary Clinton Trump ones? Man, they're like a TV show, man, with that guy, man. You never know what Trump's going to say, man.
You
Like,
think I'm a political guy?
No, watch them on YouTube now. You don't got to watch them when they're live. Just watch them on YouTube, man. Like,
The only time I
they're
watch
fucking
Trump
hilarious.
and
You
Hillary
should
on
watch
YouTube
some of them.
is when somebody makes like a music remix. Like,
You should watch some of them, man, because it's comedy gold. Trump just like everybody else tries to be, you know, like the typical, oh, that's a politician answer. That's a politician answer. Well, he doesn't have any politician answers. All right. Trump's like you and me, like, well, no. Trump talks like you and me, but he's psycho.
Yeah. Fish Hunter, what body of water have you out your door? I think you had boats going on your life. This is Reversing Falls. This is one of the wonders of the world.
Yeah, but the two waterways.
Because the Bay of Fundy, we got the highest tides in the world.
Yeah.
Where it raises, I don't know, like 60, 80 feet. And then it pushes the river uphill at one point. Because the river comes down when the tide's low, boom, goes this way. The fucking tide goes up, and then it pushes the river like uphill, which is like, wow, what a big phenomenon.
It still makes like when like it goes low tide in the bay, then the river goes back into it and still makes rapids. It makes rapids both ways.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. That's what I mean.
Yeah, it's like a crazy river. I'll try to explain it to them, man. So imagine you had like, like you guys have like the Gulf of Mexico or whatever. I think that's what it's called, where like Florida's and stuff like that. Well, the Bay of Fundy's kind of like a little pocket of that up here. But we also have a big river, like sort of like not as big as like the Mississippi.
Do the arm cross. Do the arm cross.
Like this, right?
Yeah.
So basically from the ocean, there's this little pocket of like land, which would be similar to the Gulf, but it's really just the Bay of Fundy. And then there's this river that comes down and it has to spill into the bay. But because we have the highest tides, the water, when it goes high tide, goes backwards against the river, man. And it causes these crazy whirlpools right down in the air, man. Like, they are crazy, though. You know?
No, it's a wonder of the world.
They'll kill you, man. They'll kill you. You can't go into those. Like, if you're in a boat and you go through there when the rapids are done, you're done.
I've lived here for like 18 years. And have I seen some dead bodies wash up in my backyard? Hells yes.
Yeah.
Just one? No. Hells no.
People jump off there all the time.
Hells yes.
They have signs up there telling people not to jump, man.
Yeah, there's like legit like signs and fresh flowers for people, like hoping that'll deter them not to change their life around and jump off the bridge. But
yeah, somebody loves you, man. Don't jump.
They jump. They jump. It's a thing. It's a thing. It's
because you can't save yourself, man. Once you make that decision to jump, it's like hanging yourself, man.
Once
you hit that water, you're done, bro.
And this is a morbid subject, but I'll tell one story. One time, like I was like, oh man, Mrs. Poop. Like I'm outside and there's a fucking Coast Guard boat, and I see the person. I see the person fucking in the water. I see the person in the water. So I'm like, Mrs. Poop, they're saving. I run inside. Come on out. They're saving someone. And by the way they handle this person, it was more of a retrieval than a savior.
Yeah.
They put like a fucking big dog leash and boom, like she was smashing against the boat. Yeah. It was.
Well, it's like Green Hood's work over here, man. Like they wash up over there all the time.
And it's almost like, man, I fucking got Mrs. Poop out of bed for a body retrieval. Like, holy fuck, like. I could have dealt with this alone. Now I brought her into my fucking world.
I've never seen a full retrieval. I'd like to see a retrieval.
No, it's nothing you want to go through, dude. It's like, did I sleep well that night? Hell no.
I've seen like the lookout and them trying to find the bodies and stuff, man.
No.
I've never seen the retrieval. I mean, I've gone down there and tried to see if I could see the body so I could tell them.
During a retrieval, I'm sure, like when they hook the person, there's like kind words being yelled and stuff like that, like. We got you. We'll save you.
No, there's not.
Do you have kids? But during a body retrieval, it's straight up like, pull that bitch up, and the fucking person's like smashing against the boat. Like No fucking.
No, I don't think so.
What do you mean? Like I'm telling you how it is. Like I live in Body Central right here.
I think they're trying to be as gentle as they can, and it just so happens that the body wraps. You're making it seem like they're just smashing bodies into the side. They're trying.
They are
their best,
smashing. They're yeah.
but
Okay.
they're trying their best.
Trying their best. Are they trying their best?
Probably.
If they were trying their best, you know, even to a dead body. Let me hear some like positive words like while they're doing it. Like I didn't hear none of that.
They're EMTs.
'Cause they're right
they're
here,
not.
like-
they're not like police officers. They're EMTs.
Not
I think
the
they're trying to
not
save
the word,
somebody.
like
and
not the word
they're
of
gonna
Jesus or nothing, like, but just like, gee, like sorry about that. Like when they ding the
Well,
fucking
hey,
head
think
on,
about this.
Sorry about that.
Think about this though. They have to be in a hurry to get the body in case there's a chance they can save them. So that's probably why they get bumped, right? Even if they look like they're not moving in the water, you got to get that body in as fast as fucking possible, right? So you can see if there's a heartbeat, and if there is, you got to fucking go crazy or whatever. They probably still perform CPR on
Man,
them.
you ever heard of Vietnam?
Never heard of it.
You weren't there, man. You weren't there, man.
Were you?
Well, I was here. I was like Viet
Were you
River
in
now.
Platoon, man? Were you in the movie Platoon? 'Cause
That's
you could have
Viet.
been.
Good job, Dryden. Yes, awesome job, Dryden. We're building a suicide barrier at the Golden Gate Bridge. See, it's a
Yeah,
thing.
man, yeah, that's definitely probably necessary.
This YouTube algorithm is amazing.
I like algorithm.
Probably
He's a
because
good
we're
fella.
talking about like fucking death and gloom.
No, man, it's because it's fucking rant. No, I'm not.
Damn, I probably still fish that river. And we man,
No, man,
we
people
do
fish
dog,
that
man.
river,
Those big
son.
old stripers, man. And our stripers are thick.
Oh, biggins.
They're munching on meals. They're munching on meals.
If
Like,
you go
know
into
what I
the
mean?
deeps, if you go into the deep water, man, honestly, no one even really, I don't think, knows. But how deep would you say that water is underneath the bridge?
It's actually, well, underneath the bridge is like multiple fathoms.
Yeah, but no one.
Multiple fathoms. No,
It's deep.
It's like I don't know, like 100 feet,
No, it's more than that.
1,000 feet, less than that.
Probably less. Probably about 800.
Yeah.
600 to 800 to 4.
That's crazy,
Six.
Johnny. Pull that bitch up. And then
They have sturgeon out there, is what I was gonna say. And these bad boys, man, how big can a sturgeon get?
that's what I mean. Respect our dead. Like, you know what I mean? Yes, you're doing a body retrieval, but like have some kind words while you're doing it.
I think they're really
you're
just trying to
banging
get.
that
I think they're
person
just
around.
trying to get them out of the water to see if there's a chance to save them, and every second counts. That's what I'm gonna say.
I saw button cooch too. That specific time I saw button cooch. It was like slamming heads and button cooch. It was like
What's a
there's-
button cooch, man?
like a
You're just glossing over that couple words.
like
there,
a
man.
button cooch. Like, you know what I mean? Like this lady that had passed
What's a
had
button cooch?
like a sunflower dress, like a sundress, and it was all over because of the whole fucking dog leash, and they're smashing her against the boat, and I saw her button cooch. You know what I mean? Both of them.
I thought you meant buttoned cooch.
No.
Like she was wearing a cooch and it happened to be buttoned.
Ricto, there are still signs of telling people not to jump out of the bridge. That's a lot of bodies for a town the size of St. John. Just
Man,
saying.
you wouldn't even believe. Even when I was a little kid, man, like right up here
It's a spot. It's
at
a
my
spot.
nan's house, my nan used to have one of these black boxes that had a bunch of little plastic switches on it, and they were different scanners from around the city, like the fire department, the ambulance, and stuff like that. And when I used to lay in bed, we'd hear stuff, and we'd just go to the window, and you'd see, because there used to be a right up
They'd
beside
see
there.
the sploosh.
No, right up beside here used to be a mental institute.
Yeah, there was a and then that was bad back
And they
then
used
too.
to jump off like crazy.
Yeah,
They'd
yeah.
break out of the mental institute, they'd go to the bridge, and then right off, man.
Yeah.
It was like easily a monthly thing back in the day.
Oh yeah, that was that. Yeah, hey, man, that was silly. That was silly back then.
Can't believe they put that right beside it. Like, and I mean right beside it. Like, how long would it take you to run from the mental institute to the bridge? Minute and a half. Right beside it.
Legendary Gaming, Green Hood throwing his bodies in the river.
No, he doesn't get rid of his bodies. I mean, yeah. No.
I'd feel bulletproof standing next to the Green Hood. Dead Poof's drag name, Button Cooch. There you go, Button Cooch.
Yeah.
That would be
Wow.
good. That'd be a good. That'd be a good porno name for anything. Oh, Button Cooch.
What with Johnny Hugs, man? Johnny Hugs is a good one.
Stop it. It's Maritime Famous.
Johnny Hugs.
Johnny Hugs. And for you guys that don't know, and I never talk about it, thank you. But this is a cover-up tattoo, and Johnny Hugs used to be one of my old nicknames, given to me by a jailed repeat offender, serious drug addiction, at the time very good, smart, university fucking person, friend of mine, and also another fella that has a questionable past. And yeah, so I, after a while, like the nickname Johnny Hugs, you know what I mean? Like, became a little bit irrelevant after a while, where everyone parting ways, and cover up.
Cover it up.
Cover it up.
Cover it up, son.
Cover it up.
Fucking, he's a cover girl.
You have no tattoos, though, right? You have no tattoos.
I got one.
Yeah, one tattoo.
Is that none, guys?
No, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Is it none?
Right. No, it's not none. It's not none.
Well, then, thank you. Do I
none.
feel like I need to get another one so people like you will stop giving? I get less credit for having one than I had for having none.
Because people normally is like, oh, you have one, you need another one. If you had two, the conversation would be over. If you would have had two, the conversation would be over. Because you had one.
COVID's been flying left, right, and center, man. I mean, money
that's so fresh.
Trees.
That's so fresh. Oh, first tattoo at what? 30 odd.
You want me to scrape it off? You want to scrape it off?
I'll fucking wear it on my face once you're dead.
Hey man, I used to be worried about how I would feel later on, and then I almost died.
Your skin on my skin.
I almost died and realized, you know what? The last thing that's going to be on my mind when I'm 70 is whether or not a tattoo's on my arm. I'll just be happy to be alive.
Man, do I want to tell you about the cutest fucking little tattoo I ever seen on an old man one time at work?
As long as this isn't some sort of a twist to insult me, then you can go right ahead.
No, it has nothing to do with you, dude.
That would have been good, man, if you could have twisted that in there. No, you can if you can.
So I used to be a porter at the hospital.
What's that?
Like
a porta potty delivery guy?
No, carry patients around and stuff like that, unhook and like oxygen them and this and that. Like, you know what I mean? Just like a fucking
porter.
A porter at the hospital. That's the thing.
You've so many phrases. Cannery, porter.
Yeah. So anyways, so I'm bringing this guy in for like a fucking MRI, and it's the most. And I'm short, and this guy's way shorter than me. Probably about this wide, just the cutest of old, frail, like 70-year-old man. Just the most.
Just fucking spiked him right into the bed.
Just the most cutest of littlest of old men, like, you know what I mean, like, and small and frail and so nice to the fucking nurses and so nice to me.
You though, eh?
So anyways, fucking, it's time to get him into the fucking to the MRI machine, and he fucking pulls his gown off. This fella had a 1% he had a 1% tattoo. The most cutest of old men had a straight up 1% tattoo. I was like, oh, jeez. Like, you know what I mean? Don't judge a book by its cover at all. Like, man.
Should you tell the people what that even means? Some of them might not know what it means.
1% means that, like, let's say, I don't even want to say the names. Let's say if you're,
I'll do it. I know how to do it good.
Let's say those hardcore motorcycle gangs. I won't say the names. Hardcore motorcycle gangs, when they feel that they're so hardcore, they call themselves 1%er because they don't abide to any law brought to you by man.
Yeah, 99% of all bike clubs are just bike clubs. They're just dudes that want to ride their bikes. But that 1%.
Yeah, so man, this cutest of like friendliest of old little frail old man that reminded me of my fucking grandpa had a 1% tattoo, and I was like, man, if this guy could tell his past story, it'd be a wild one. It would have been a wild one. It would have been a wild one. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
they'd have the coolest stories, man.
Small or not, this guy was probably a pit bull back in the day.
Yeah, he must have been.
Must have been a fucking pit bull back in the day, which is, you know what I mean?
Regardless of whatever organization or whatever you use to get that or whatever it means, it doesn't matter. You don't get that unless you earn it.
You have
to earn it in some way or shape or form. They don't just give it to clowns, man.
They don't give it to a fucking very kind, frail looking old man. Like he.
No, they don't give it to pussies either that just want to hang out with them and act tough either, man. You know what I mean? You got to fucking walk the walk. You know what I mean?
That's who smokes a palliative care patient.
Oh, they're right there.
Well, technically, my brother's ex-wife had an uncle that was in a palliative care place, and he had like, most of his face missing, like legit, like most of his face missing, like most of his jaw, and he's like, you know what I mean, like he's in like a hospice, right? But what was amazing, in a good way, about a hospice was me and my brother would go visit him, and you're there living the last bit of your life. So the nurses were like, "Oh man, Joe, you want a drink?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "How much? 2 fingers?" And they go like this, like 2 fingers of fucking vodka. They'd make the stiffest drink for him. Boom, they'd fucking wheel about to me and my brother outside.
Man, hospice will let you fucking smoke a hoot.
He's drinking fucking drinks served by his nurse.
You're dead at that point.
He's still smoking, and me and my brother are smoking joints with him, and this was like when joints were illegal, and we're like, the nurses are looking square in the eyes, like, "Do you want some?" He's like, "Yeah, blow it in my face." You know what I mean?
Yeah, they were illegal, but at the same time, man, those nurses knew there was medicinal value to it.
Anything to make this guy happy for this remainder. I
don't know if you guys,
which is amazing.
I don't know if you guys have this down there, man, but we got a hospice, it's called here, and also palliative care is a way to word it and stuff. But basically, that is like your cancer is at like the very farthest end. You're gone. You know what I mean? Basically, you're done in like a couple days or whatever. And the only thing these people care about, man, is making your last moments, man, is fucking like
whatever you're into, whatever you're into.
Or like they'll change you, they'll do whatever. They just want to make you as peaceful as you can for your last days.
I'm sure. Okay. This is how crazy I think this place is, because I've seen how they treated my brother's ex-wife's uncle, and we visited him quite a few times. This is how crazy I think this place is. If a fella was into a couple tooties, right? Couple toots, they probably organize a fucking handy for him. Like, you know what I mean? If he had the money, let the nurse know. I got the money to get a handy from a tootie. It would make it happen, and the nurses would be like, "Oh, there's old fucking buddy just getting the old tootie hand."
100%. If you were in there, I could get one for you.
I would love that.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, you might have a hard time being the guy in there getting one, because if you're at
I would do the same for you.
But like, I do
not
like
the handy myself. I would pay for yours.
Yeah, I understand.
I would pay for yours. Like, you know what I mean? And I almost think I could make it happen quicker than normal.
Oh, you could for sure.
I could find the nurse. within your own house. Because you
just have to look at the nurse and be like, "Man, just leave him alone for 5 minutes."
Because you're a chatty fella. You're a chatty fella. Even on your deathbed, you probably build a rapport, and I could find that nurse, be like, I didn't think about giving him a handy, but a fucking 50 sheet does it.
I can't wait for those sponge baths, man. She looks up at me in the sponge bath. I'll throw her a wink.
I think so. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but I think you did most of the legwork, though, because you're in there, right?
I'm in there, man.
You're in there, doing the legwork. You know what I mean?
Make sure you get the undercarriage there, girl.
Yeah.
My luck, it'll be fucking some guy that looks like you fucking give me a sponge bath.
Whoa, that's a little weird. You didn't have to say anything like me.
Well, I better dump this out. Don't forget, you gotta empty these cans out.
And bring that garbage bag. I'm just worried about that garbage bag, really. You guys have any body piercings? I'll say a hell no for me.
No, hell no for me too.
Except for one upon a time when I was a young kid, before I was even legal to do, in my young hometown of fucking Quebec. It was okay.
Payback for you.
If you're a lady, it was like $8 to get your ears pierced, and a lady has too, right? So I'm
40
like,
for you, eh?
so I'm like, I want my ears pierced. And it's like, all right, well, it's fucking $8. I was like, well, if for a lady it's $8, but she gets 2. I want 2 in the same
Oh,
one.
you got it for 4?
So I got two in the same ear, just because I knew a bargain when I saw one. Because normally a guy would only want the one in the ear. I was like, no, let me get the 2 in the
They
ear.
probably would have charged you 25 straight up.
No, we're talking when I'm young. Like I had my ears pierced.
Me too.
Because they're all grown over. They're all grown over.
That when you were younger, man, got the left ear.
Deadpool smoked pot with pellet. Yeah, geez Louise, selling weed to the old gals. Deadpool does volunteer weed hospice care.
I would throw it in their windows at them.
You know what I do?
You said do.
You know what I do? I go to the barbecues. Like, man, they have
Really?
like a barbecue. Yeah, the Bobby
I
Sauce
didn't know
barbecue.
that.
Not this year because of fucking Corona. But
Every time at work, they give us like a donation for like $100, and you can donate it to wherever you want. And I always just send mine to Bobby's Hospice. Yeah, it's like man, you
Great
might.
place.
I mean, like that's the best place, man.
1% has a strong political cognation here in the U.S. So there you go. Like you understand the value of that story, which to me was like, what a cute old man. Like that guy was my grandpa, and my grandpa played fucking lawn bowling. You know what I mean? Like, wow, geez Louise, I can't see him killing a fella.
It might not have been. It might not have.
Probably stomped a guy. Like probably broke bones.
Well, if you're a big earner, I think if you're a big earner, you can get into it.
I probably broke a bone.
Oh, I'm sure he broke a bone.
I want to see the Detonator live. Oh, the wrestling.
Oh shit.
Oh fuck. I quit drugs a couple years ago. I'm lucky. As soon as I get to 60, I'm blazing every day and trying to get every drug.
Weed's not a drug.
No, he's saying when he gets to 60 years old, he's just gonna fucking like turn to everything. And I think that's almost like almost the way.
You know what though? There's this guy too, man. This goes right along with what he's saying. Like goes along with what he's saying.
I've never done meth, but I'll do meth at 65 in life.
Yeah.
Like you know, at 65, I got nothing to lose. Like
my lungs are probably gonna be pretty shot.
I'll waste a day. I'll waste a day on meth.
You better settle down right now if you're planning on dropping meth into that shit. That's 65. You better settle down right now.
If my heart can't take it, that's just me getting to the fucking the pearly gates a little earlier.
You can't handle the heat. Get out of the kitchen there, Hart. You know? Yeah. No, like there's this old dude, man. There was a Vice doc about him. He was like the oldest dude in America, man. I think he was like 109 or 100 and something like that. The oldest living dude. And he's just this black dude, man, lived in a neighborhood, man. Every morning, man, he got up, man, he would smoke he'd smoke a cigar a day. He wouldn't inhale because he's like, if you inhale, that's bad for you. He would drink some hard liquor every day, just a little tiny bit.
Hunter S. Thompson.
He had an old truck, man. No. He only did it once a day, just to, you know what I mean? Why indulge like all day and kill yourself when he's like, hey, every day, man, I can have a little drink. I can smoke a cigar. I go for a ride with my wife in the truck. His fucking wife's still alive, man. I don't know if he's still alive, man, but there's like the Vice documentaries or whatever, man. There's definitely one of them, just a Vice doc, oldest guy in America, man. Even if he's dead now, you'll see.
Is your story that there's a guy in the world that has it better than me?
He's got it better than everybody if he's the oldest dude in America and he still gets to smoke cigarettes and drink hard liquor every day.
That's a hard story to take. I'm sure there's a guy better than me, but
hey, I'm born in 84, man. You think I'm gonna live to see 2084? You're crazy, man. This motherfucker got to see fucking 100 years later, man. That's crazy.
Is lawn bowling the same as bocce?
No.
Yes, it is. Very similar. Yeah, same as bocce.
Neither one of those exist around here.
No, Tater don't know what he's talking about. Yes, Johnny.
They don't exist around here. He's crazy.
I just got back. Glad to have played for you, buddy.
Where does that play? Where do you play that at?
Yeah, that's bocce ball.
What the fuck bocce ball?
Bocce ball is lawn bowling. Okay, you have these big balls, and then there's like this little white ball. You throw this little white ball out, and the whole point is the closest the white ball wins, almost like
who
curling
throws the
rules.
white ball? If me and you were playing each other, who throws the white ball?
I don't know. Rock, paper, scissors. Whoever throws it. But
where did you play this?
Man, I grew up in Quebec.
Tell me one place you played this in this province.
Okay. Let me tell you my background with it. I played a lot with my grandfather in Quebec. And I'll tell you where there's one in your fucking backyard.
Where?
Seaside Park, there's a lawn bowling club.
No, there's not.
Yes, there is 100%. I broke into the building a few times, stole chips. Don't tell anyone. I'm a cum suppers. Legit. Lawn bowling. It's a legit thing, dude. Lawn darts. Yeah, lawn darts was a dangerous hobby, and I wrecked my uncle's tent trailer.
That's how we weaned out the retards.
I wrecked my uncle's tent trailer. I went fucking
That's not politically
far
correct.
Right, and it
That's
went
how
right
we got
through
rid of the
canvas.
retards.
You can't say that.
Hey man, I had a relative of one.
If anything
I'll
shuts me
argue
down,
anybody. I have legit rights to say that, man. My fucking basically.
If anything
blood
shuts
brother.
me down is like you saying that word twice. But
I apologize then.
Your blood brother was one?
Well, he's my uncle, man.
Oh, your uncle?
Yeah.
And then that gives you the pass?
I'm saying it as a joke. I don't actually think that's a. I'm not wording it as a way to put those people down because I loved him more than anything in the world. You know. So nobody can like portray onto me that I'm saying that in a bad way. They might not like the word, and I apologize for that. But I didn't mean it in a bad way because I love my uncle and I love everybody.
I'm not gonna say the action I did.
I probably shouldn't say that word, you know what I mean? But I didn't mean it in a bad way.
I'm not gonna say the action I did. But as a young man, you know the Boyles?
I know the action.
All right.
Can I do it?
So there's the Boyles around here. It's a family of like, you know what I mean, special people, and they're older.
Their parents are first cousins.
They're way older than us.
They really are. I'm not saying that as like no, their parents are first cousins.
So I'm hanging out with a blood relative of them that's my age.
Yeah, okay.
And he felt the need to, let's say, bully them in a certain manner. And because of he was a blood relative, I joined along a little bit of it.
Probably just tell us now, because...
No, I don't think I can. Well, yeah, no, I guess it makes me seem weirder.
Yeah.
So yeah. No, you're right. So fucking, anyways, I'm hanging around with the fucking nephew of this fucking the special old lady, and this old lady used to scream and throw stuff at people all the time. Like this was a wild child.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
I know it is too. Crazy.
One day he's like, "Man, let's throw crab apples at my aunt," and I was like, "Well, I don't think that's a good idea." And he's like, "Wow, I'm doing it." So he's throwing a couple crab apples, and I threw one too. You know what I mean? And
she chased you, probably.
I played baseball for years, right? And honestly, I remember the moment exactly. I could hit. I could hit the fucking smoke out of your mouth from a fucking like a 100 yards away, but I didn't hit her. You know what I mean? I never hit her. But yes, I threw crab apples in her direction. But her nephew was like fucking biffing them, and I was there. But you know what I mean? We lost 2 years over that, and man, I'm not proud of that story. And
hey man, it's my fault.
Peer pressure and
my fault.
Technically, at the end of the day, I never hit a person with a crab apple. I never hit a person with a crab apple.
You know what else we used to do?
No, I've hit people with crab apple. I never hit her with a crab apple.
We used to spend the afternoon picking them, and then the evenings throwing them at the cars.
So they softened up a little bit?
No, we would just pick them, then we would go home and eat, and then when we came back, we would throw them at cars.
Remember the train tracks by the mall?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that was a dirty spot.
The whole goal back in the day was just to get the cops to come, and then you could run from them.
My last job, I got so drunk at the office party, bocce ball place, that I learned not to drink with work events. And that's a good rule, dude.
I've never seen either of those games played, and it's probably just me being a weirdo because I don't even know.
Eventually the lawn darts get thrown at each other.
I saw like in like Europe people playing like lawn bowling, kind of, but I didn't know that existed over here.
The biggest fear I have in life is someone says something and all of Dead Poop's content is gone forever. And that could be a thing, man, because Man, when I did that fucking Greta Thunberg video, as a you know that little girl that did the speech like, "Oh, you're killing us. What? Just a climate change. You're killing us." That little climate
No,
change
I never
girl.
saw that one. No. Oh yeah, but go on anyways. No, I didn't.
You don't know who that is?
No.
That climate change little girl that says the heartwarming speech that an adult wrote for her, obviously.
I never saw.
So, anyways, this is a world famous speech, and I did it word for word as a wrestler, wearing a luchador mask.
Okay. Yeah.
And man, I kid you not, like a little bit after I posted it got quite a bit of views right away, and then boom, my whole channel shut down. Like Ellie Beast had to fucking help me to get my channel back. Like he emailed YouTube for me and this and that, and
wow,
you like if during
serious business
during 24 hours during 24-hour period when you looked me up, it said
no.
User's content has been terminated. Might as well unsubscribe or something like that.
Wow, that's crazy.
It was like that hardcore. It was that hardcore.
That's great.
Yeah. And then I got it back.
Oh, 33 minutes, guys. 33 minutes. But
how dare you?
If he stays on, I'm jumping in the chat when I go home.
Oh, there you go. Blame my dad for telling me about his old work parties, for getting me so drunk at work events. I took 2 work events to me, and that's the rules in my head. We always take bets at the holiday party driving about who's gonna get most sloppy and who's gonna get fired. And yeah, okay. When you're at work, and then you mix that with drunk. That's not. I unless we're talking about construction work party. Guess what? I'm not gonna be the sloppiest fucking, most fucking white powdered nose guy in the room. You know what I mean? There's always gonna be a fucking worse than me out there. And I'm not even the guy, right? But I could be as wild as I can be, and I'm not going to be the worst. But at like an office work party, or like, you know what I mean? Like, you almost shouldn't even.
You're wearing the chandelier on your head.
You got to be on your best behavior, and you might as well just avoid all those.
Oh shit. You gotta avoid that.
Yeah.
Office work parties.
Office work parties.
I don't think me and you are in any danger of having to avoid an office work party.
I do. I avoid work parties all the time, dude. Because no need for that. You know what I'm saying?
Freak, man.
Do you ever paint your face for a sporting event like Putty from Seinfeld? Second time I almost got into a fight on BART with social crackhead coworker.
She drive me fucking nuts.
Is she? Man, if you have to go, you have to go.
No. It's no.
Although I start up VR job, I worked at the corner company trying to give me weed while I was tripping on acid. I had to drive everyone home. I lost a shoe at a holiday party once. I had to walk home through the New York City in the snow. I never drank tequila again.
I don't like tequila, man.
No.
Tequila twists you.
I puked on it once, and I can't handle the taste straight anymore. But I've come accustomed to a tequila sunrise. It's not too bad to me.
Never had one.
It's good. Tequila, orange juice, a little grenadine. It's not bad. You always get a double though.
Tequila on its own though, man, is like, I could have 10 beer into me, man, drink another 10 more, man. But if I have 10 beer into me and somebody's like, hey, you want to do a shot of tequila? I'm only drinking 10 more if I go throw up.
Oh man, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's
Tequila
like,
hits
what
different.
the
Tequila
fuck?
hits different.
It's like, man, I can take a lot of shots and be like, oh, that was nasty. Okay, I'll give it 20 minutes and have another beer, and boom. Okay, now I can only drink about 5 more beer instead of 10 because I took that shot. But with
Yeah.
tequila's like a fucking get it out of you, man. I don't know. You got to drink that shit a lot, man, to build up an immunity to that.
Mm.
That's rough stuff. Rough stuff. And
Man.
you know, it never fails too, man. Whenever you're at the bar, man, like, and everybody goes to do shots. If someone offers you a shot, you're like, in your head, you're like, please don't be tequila. Please don't be tequila.
Man, you saw me, like, you saw
It's
me at the
tequila.
bar. I'll say straight up, like, the people will be like, I'll buy you a shot. I was like, I don't want it. Like, if it's a girly one, I'll take it. If it's something like, Sex on the Beach, or a little fucking raspberry fucking delight, or a fucking little Baja Rosa or something, but I don't want a shot of hard stuff. Like, to me, it's like, it's heartburn going down, and then depending on how my day's been going, it's a fight to keep my day down. You know what I mean?
The easiest shots for someone who likes, in my opinion, for someone who likes to only drink beer, the easiest shots to drink, man, that aren't like a liqueur.
Baja Rosa.
No, that aren't like a liqueur.
Oh, that aren't okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
would be like Fireball,
yeah, Fireball, I guess, or a Zambuca.
Jaeger.
Jaeger, that comes out cold at a good place.
Not too many more than that.
What kind of deodorant do you use?
Whatever I have.
Yeah. I think I'm on the speed stick right now. Old Guard. Yeah, Old Spice. Yeah.
Can't remember.
I only use deodorant when I go to the office. I haven't worn deodorant since pre-COVID.
He rubs stones in their little crystals.
It was fun driving. Nobody got fired. Just a stern lecture. After working a healthcare company, the parties are not that crazy. And then for good reason. Like, you know what I mean? Like, depending on what kind of work setting you are, it probably shouldn't get crazy. Like, I know where Tater works, and he works for a company that's alcoholism isn't really much accepted. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't even think their Christmas parties really have alcohol.
No, they don't even. If technically, this is how crazy my work is we have like a 48-hour drug and alcohol policy. But here's where it's weird is like, so say me and Matt work together and we want to go, we invite 2 other guys that we work with to go in golf. Well, because there's over 3 of us, that's considered a work environment, man, and we're not even supposed to drink when we go golfing, the 4 of us. Does it happen?
I could see that.
Absolutely, it happens. You know what I mean?
I could see that. Like that.
You can drink with your bosses.
They got some weird rules.
Yeah, they got some fucked up rules, but it's mostly for logistic purposes.
I worked with a sister company of his, and the head of the construction crew of ours that worked for the same company was like, he did it a few times because he had to. If we ever go into a pub, and we're all of age, if I ever go into a pub and he's already in the pub having a few drinks on his own goddamn time, company policy for him, just because he's a supervisor, to just pay his bill and get the fuck out of there. Like, you know what I mean? That's how non-alcohol related this company wants to be. And
well, they don't even want people to be friends, man. If they find, like, it used to be that if they found out, like, if me and you worked on the same shift and they found out we were constantly hanging out on the outside of work, they'd switch our shifts.
Yeah, because I would have your back, and I might not
you
disclose.
might lie for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It is a crazy honesty test to get in there.
Oh yeah, man. They ask you all kinds of fucking weird questions. I don't even know what the right answers are.
When I sweat wearing Old Spice, it smells like strong BO. I can't use it. The chemicals disagree with me.
Try some all natural stuff.
Well, we had a big event in Oakland. We took
Go all
some
natural, brother.
Six
All
Flags.
natural deodorant will probably work
I
for you
would have
great.
meant to got so drunk it was embarrassing.
And it'll last, man. It's not like it won't last.
We
Vegan
keep
deodorant.
kegs and full bars at the office. What's your favorite can of soup?
Fucking Campbell's thick and chunky beef.
Is that a thing?
Yeah. Google
Yeah.
that shit, son.
I like that fucking Habitat pea soup. Habitant pea soup.
When I used to, when you drink really hard and you wake up in the morning, man, it's like, man, you know what? I know my body needs food. I'm starving, but I'm so hungover I can't even eat. I gotta wait till later to eat.
Yeah.
The only absolute food that I could ever eat, man, was like a few pieces of buttered bread, and then I'd make a pot of Campbell's thick and chunky fucking soup, man. Put that in a bowl, and then I just put it on the buttered bread, man. I eat that. That was like my hangover cure for fucking like probably a good solid fucking 10 years.
I wish I knew what fucking soup you're talking about. Like you're not talking about like fucking
Not
like
Campbell's vegetable beef. But you know how they have the big chunky cans?
well, you're not talking about like fucking chunky soup
Yeah, chunky soup. It's Campbell's though.
because they own it.
Yeah, like Campbell's is the smaller cans, and then chunky is the big cans, and it's just beef, not vegetable beef, just beef. It has vegetables in it, but
Like thick enough for a fork, but not a spoon.
you have to cook it, or like when you turn the can upside down, nothing comes out, bro.
Yeah. That's it.
And that's the stuff.
Beef burger chunky soup, says Papa Kale.
It's probably good.
I haven't had eggs in 3 weeks waiting for the perfect egg video. That's Legendary Gaming talking to Johnny Azul.
Man, you know how many eggs I eat a week? Easily probably like 35.
Do you guys know what Menudo is? It's a hangover cure.
Menudo? No.
No.
Never heard of
I
it.
drink 10 bottles of water before you go to sleep. You won't wake and that's true.
That's true, yeah.
You do if you
G2's
if
not
you
bad either, man.
rehydrate.
Because G2's got electrolytes in it, man. Like if you slam a few like 2 G2 and you go to bed, they're not too bad either, man.
So Johnny's working on the fucking egg video. So calm down, Legendary Gaming. Johnny's working on it. Like
Eggs are the best food ever fucking discovered by man. That may be an overstatement.
It's not.
Very
It's not.
delicious food.
It's quick. It's easy. It's quite a few things.
Doesn't really hurt anything. You know what I mean?
All right. You know what time it is?
Fader time?
Let's roll that hash up buddy gave me earlier.
All right, cool. Probably prime time because I got as much time as it takes to smoke that.
There you go. Let's roll that hash. And this guy is not only just a random guy at the bar. This guy's a fucking connoisseur. This guy's a connoisseur.
A chronosaur.
I was like, thanks for the hash. Should I give you weed? And then he pops out all this weed, edibles. I was like, okay, I guess you don't need anything what I have, but thank you for the hash.
Tanka.
Thank
Donka.
you. Thank you very much.
Donka.
Where Menudo, where is this video getting posted? Oh, the egg video. Tater, how does the wife feel about all that chicken fetus you eat?
She's okay
with eggs?
Yeah, that's one of the few foods she'll cook for me. So like if I wake up, she'll be like, hey babe, you want some eggs or something? And I'll be like, yeah, and she'll make me like 5 eggs and some toast and stuff like that. She's cool with that, man. She's cool with that. Because like really the only thing would she rather me probably not eat them? Probably, but she's cool with that.
Menudo is good. And Nick says, isn't that cow stomach or something?
Eggs?
The Menudo, I think. Show us the hash. Well, okay. So I love hash. Like, you know what I mean? Like I have hash. I always have hash. I always have hash. But this is Buddy's hash.
Bonito's hash.
And it smells nice. So I mean, I'm gonna crisp it up, put it up, roll it up, fucking smoke it up. Yes, it is. Would you rather drink with Mr. Pitt? This is obvious for you. Mr. Pitt, Jay Peterman, or Lipman?
Ooh. Mr. Peterman. Mr. Peterman probably be the funniest. He'd probably make me laugh the most unintentionally.
Because he's so dry?
I don't even know if you'd word it as dry. It's like he's just so he's kind of like he's comedically intense. So like when he says something that's funny, he really commits to it, you know what I mean? Like it's like he just says it, you know what I mean? It's funny. Whereas like Mr. Pitt, he's just kind of like fucking, you know, he's funny.
People hate this. People hate this.
He's funny because of Elaine, really. You know what I mean? Whereas like fucking, you know, Peterman's funny on his own, and Lipman's funny too. But yeah, Peterman for sure.
Peterman, final answer.
Peterman, final answer. Although Kramer takes the cake on anybody on that show, I'd like to have a beer with. If the characters were so real, I'd be his new Bob Sacamano.
That's post-racist comment and everything?
No, that's a Seinfeld comment.
Would you take 5 eggs, breakfast tater? I'm drunk and it's hard to hear you guys. And I'm friends with Discord chat. Love you guys. Love you too, Tater. All right, later, Dryden.
Later, bro.
VC is open. All right,
Viet Cong.
Viet Cong. VC.
Man, do you remember that show called Tour of Duty?
Show or game?
No, show, not Call of Duty.
Tour of Duty?
Tour of Duty, man, was like from the 80s, man. It was like this group of like guys, like platoon sort of deal. But it was like a sitcom, man. And like me and my buddy used to meet up at 10:30 every day to watch it on Showcase, man.
Was that good?
We loved it that much. We met at 10:30 in the morning to get high and watch it. So good, man. It's so good, man. It's deadly. At the start of it, man, it's yeah. At the start of it, it's Painted Black. Painted Black is the fucking the theme song to it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Deadly.
It's deadly.
Fucking straight deadly.
Straight deadly, boys.
Posse Z.
Posse Z.
Remember that show?
Yeah. Oh, who said
yeah,
that?
Rick too remembers that.
Yeah,
show.
Tour of Duty was deadly, man. There was my favorite episode there was one episode. So like what the Viet Cong used to do, right, is like the Americans be fighting, according to this show, is the Americans would be fighting them, and the Viet Congs, man, would dig holes in the ground, man, like fucking gophers, man, like right down, and then they get into fights with the Americans and like these key choke points, and then they go in the ground, and then they try to come up from behind them and shoot them. Well, the Americans in this one episode found one of these holes. And the boys went down in them. They were all booby trapped and stuff like that. That was one of the best episodes, man. They're down in there, man, fucking, you know, cutting the wires and shit like that. But, man, like underground, man, they had like little infirmaries and shit like that under the ground, like little armories and stuff, man. It's like, man, how are you supposed to beat people, man, that have like hospitals under the ground, man? Like,
man, there's a show I've been watching on History.
Osama been watching?
Yeah, Osama been watching this show, and it's what is it? The Secret Gold of World War II, World War I, or World War II, or something like that. But it's in the Philippines, where there's all these like dug in like mountain fucking tunnels and all this and that, and they're trying to fucking get the money.
Yeah, and I say this with like the total amount of respect. No disrespect intended. But if you want to go into that part of the world, man, and try to invade those people's places, man, those motherfuckers love their fucking country, man, and they ain't fucking. Like, I mean, like we all love our country. Those countries are fucking hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, maybe even thousands of years old, man. Like those motherfuckers ain't bending over for nobody, man.
You make getting up and getting high sound like a chore, Tater.
Huh? It can be. It can be. I'll tell you that, bro. I only get up for money, man. At this stage in my life, I only get up if you're paying me, man.
One of my friends injured his eye in a rock fight. When I went to visit him in the hospital, he watched Tour of Duty.
You want to have a rock fight, man?
Then I almost think one of my buddies killed a guy one night in a rock fight. You remember how fucking greasy the Hideaway was?
Yeah, slide away.
So fucking
Pick a pig.
Me and Evan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We go over there and fucking we get in there and like we don't belong. We don't belong. Like it's like
It's like, man.
we're there just a few times. We don't belong.
Evan ain't backing down to nobody though.
Exactly. So, anyways, we get in there, and then within no time, we two guys pick a fight with us, and one guy I could tell who his brother is, and you'd be like, what? And I fought him, and that was it. Actually, we're three of us. Yes, I forgot the rock part. So, anyways, boom, I fight this guy. Evan fights his guy, and then one of my buddies fucking fight the other guy that looked like Kelly Gruber.
Yeah.
He looked like Kelly Gruber from the fucking. So, anyways, you know where the bar's at. So they ended up going by the railroad tracks, fighting. And my buddy fucking didn't want nothing. He was like, step away. So, and then he picked it. You know how big those rocks are? He totally biffed the guy in the fucking boom, knocked him out, and then that's how he managed to walk away. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and we all shared a cab, and I think one of them was dead.
But he was in the cab, like Weekend at Bernie's.
No, my guy threw the.
He was outside.
Yeah, my guy threw the rock. My guy killed the guy.
No, that's crazy, man.
Well, but obviously didn't because it didn't make the news. But oh my goodness, I could just
he got fucked up. Yeah.
I could just imagine what a fucking railroad track to the fucking head, point blank, throw would.
Hey, did you ever see that guy on YouTube, man, named Larry Lawton? He used to be like the number. He's the. He stole the most money in the States. He's a jewel thief or whatever, but he got out of jail. Now he makes YouTube videos and stuff like that.
Okay.
And he tells them stories of the stuff he's seen in there. And he talks about how, like, he knew a lawyer outside of jail. And so, like, gangs, one of the things that, like, why he never had a lot of problems is gangs would come up to him and they'd be like, hey, Larry, this guy wants to join our gang. Can you pull his papers? And they'd make the gang guy give him, like, the social insurance number, his name, his hometown, everything.
Yeah, so there'd be no fucking.
So this
no
dude,
ifs, ands, or buts.
So this dude would call his lawyer buddy, man. He had him the outside, man. He would give him the information. Then like a week later, 2 weeks later, man, he'd get like he called it like a doc or something like that. It was like all of his shit, whether he was a snitch or if he was a fucking diddler or something like that. So he got this. He said the last time he did it, he got this back, and it was for the Aryan Circle. It was like a white supremacist gang in there.
Yeah.
And but like he did it for all the gangs. He was not a white supremacist. And he said the last time he did it, man, he said he told the boys, no, you guys don't want this guy in your gang, man. He's a snitch. He's a snitch. He's a snitch. He said he was watching TV. The two boys were talking to this guy outside, man, who was a snitch, and they coaxed him over to this spot, man. And you know those big buffers they have in schools?
Yeah.
He said he looked up on the top level, man, right above where like I'm talking to you or whatever, but I like kind of make sure I position you to hear or whatever, you know what I mean? And the boys are above you, man. And the two guys lifted up this buffer and dropped it on the guy's head, man.
Yes, sir.
And it's like fucking like holy shit, man. But what made me think of it is like, man, that dude got fucked up, but he didn't die. Like
no, he
but he was like, man, his body folded like a fucking
no doubt.
Like,
doubt. Tater, sounds like the Canadian supermodel. I don't get out of bed for less than 25K a day.
Oh, I'll get out for less than that, man. But I mean, let's face it, man. I mean, I'm definitely laying in bed for nothing. Maybe like 20K a day, you know. I'll get out for that.
Tater, can you show me some defense moves? Why, want me to punch you?
Oh no, what's off the movie? Go ahead. Oh no, fuck. How's it? Oh, grab my arm. Your other arm. Remember what that's from? Napoleon Dynamite or whatever?
Oh.
Yeah. He's like, go ahead, try to kick me. Go ahead. He's blocking his leg. Great. I don't know any self-defense moves.
Tater, can you tell me
Run
tips?
far that way.
Can you tell me how to defend midgets in a fight?
Oh yeah.
Just downwards punches. Putongs. Was that your move? Just putongs?
No, I was probably gonna say something a lot worse, but yeah, no, that's fine.
I think that's fine.
Mine was gonna be like completely off the head, so who knows what would have came out of my mouth. It probably had something to do with cabbage.
Cabbage Patch Kids?
Mm.
Oh man, you missed something at the yard sale. Fucking
The Cabbage Patch Kid?
no, the fucking typhoon boat from the GI Joes. Boom, boom, boom with the fucking thing and everything.
I don't want it.
Anyways, what's your favorite game ride at the exhibition?
Ooh, easy. Orbiter.
Which one's that one?
It's the one that has like me and you like so.
You don't go inside?
No, that's a Gravitron.
Okay, good.
So the Orbiter is the one that has like the DJ booth in the middle, but it's open. It's wide open. And I know the Gravitron has a DJ booth in the middle, but like when you're at the exhibition and you're buying stuff and you hear all that loud music, it's coming from the Orbiter.
It is.
And remember, it's got those arms that come out, man. You sit in the booth, so me and you would be in a booth right beside each other, and what would happen? And like there'd be like 2 guys beside us and 2 guys beside us, and then the arm would go out and put us sideways, but then it spins us this way, and then the whole fucking thing goes around in circles, man. The Orbiter's the best.
I don't like spinning. Like I can't handle spinning.
If you were lucky to get on it on the last ride of the night,
I've been on every fucking.
I was on acid on that thing and the Skymaster, man. And even the Skymaster makes you go upside down, man. But the Orbiter's the better ride, man.
I've been on like every roller coaster at fucking Canada's Wonderland. A roller coaster don't mind, but when you start spinning, that's when I can't handle it.
No, you'd love this, man.
No, I puke.
It's the best ride ever, man. I got a runny nose on it one time, man, and it fucking like caked my whole face.
Would you lift a midget in a public men's room if he asked for help washing his hands?
I'd lift him if he needed help going to the urinal.
Yeah, there's no reason not to help.
Hey, fellow man, my fellow man. I'll help hey, if he's got enough, if he's willing to ask, knowing like the shame that he must feel, I'll pick the little fella up and let him piss in the fucking urinal, man.
I was like, it wasn't my first time taking my first aid course, but it was like, I think it was like my second or third time around. But I was like I legit finished the course that day, and I was at the Buccaneers, and this guy fucking eyeballs rolled back, falls off his stool. Anyways, I grabbed his I saw his false teeth fucking. I took his false teeth out. I fucking set him down. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if a fellow man needs something, you fucking help a fellow man. You know what I mean? I saw a guy puke on the Gravitron. The puke went forwards and came right back into his face. That's awesome. Orbiter and Gravitron, always fun. Risk of getting hit by puke. And like I say, I can't handle the spin. If the spin don't hit me right, I'd be the guy on the inside wanting to scream, stop the ride, but I'm not that pussy, so I'll hold it in probably till I puke, and then yes, I am that pussy.
This way, Deadpool, there's been no ride ever at the St. John exhibition that spun more than the Orbiter. Never, ever in history.
So yeah, I definitely puked on this one. Then
all the other ones are like you're stationary. And like the whole thing spins. In this one, it's like being on the Gravitron, but the seat that you're sitting in is also spinning.
Yeah, we've been to the haunted houses before.
Yeah, man, my brother used to be a fucking asshole in those things, man. He'd tell me he's gonna go in with me, and then he'd run ahead and then scare me.
I went to
fucker
in Niagara Falls. There's that with that fancy street with all the bunch of stuff. And there's a few haunted houses on there. I was in one of them, and it was like
a real haunted house or like an amusement park on it.
No, like this was like a legit thing on a fucking carnival street.
That doesn't answer my question.
Oh, it was like a building. It was a building,
but it's a carnival.
No, it's not a carnival.
You
It's
said
like permanently
carnival,
there.
didn't you?
It's permanently
You
there.
said carnival though.
Originally, and then I flipped it over to this like permanent building structure.
So it's like, hey, these people lived in this, like Amityville. They lived in this house, man. It's fucking haunted, man. And now you can go on like a tour of this haunted house.
no, like carnival style again, I guess.
So it's like people are in there trying to scare you.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's not a real haunted house.
All right.
Although I worked at one.
And it followed them back here.
I worked at one.
What's that?
Oak Tree Haunted House are the scariest. The rides ones aren't too bad. Yeah, some chill dudes. Hope to catch you guys on the next stream. Good night.
Yeah. Later,
And Fish, man, we're pretty much in it too. Like it's late for us here, so
yeah.
you're not missing
I'm
much.
taking
And
off in
thanks
a couple mins.
for popping in.
Yeah, literally a few mins. I'm taking off.
Why not end it when Fish does?
Yeah, why not?
So yeah, we're done. We're done. We're ending it when Fish said he's done. Guess what? We're done too.
See you guys.
Man, thanks for hanging out, guys. As normal, man.
Yeah, love yous. You guys are awesome. Peace.
Flash some gang signs.
Is this
I don't know. I don't know. That looked pretty good.
All right, eh?
I think it was more sign languaging than gang signs.
Yeah, probably, eh?
Like, what'd you say? What'd you spell out?
No, that's for Rick 2 edits, man. He'll have to figure out what I said.
Yeah. All right. Later,
See you
guys.
guys.